say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it, and it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo. Yo, we are here. We are in the motherfucking building. Shout out to everybody in the chats.
Yes, sir.
Your boy, Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham in the building. Miles, what's going on, man? What's popping with you, man?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Just grateful for another day, another opportunity to do this, man. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to everybody on the Masculine Identity membership. Shout out to everybody on the Bad Boy membership. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon, too, that be checking out the Bad Boy Show. You know what I'm saying? The Bad Boy Show is fire, man. We be going through the current events and talking mad shit. Yo, the last joint, we had a deep discussion about, like, the rap game and why it's not, it's not that bad that Drake is that Drake got ghostwriters, because it has something to do with his relevancy and the type of music and artist that he is. So if you guys want to check out that discussion, make sure you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Lucario and check us out, man. We appreciate it. What's going on with you, Lucario?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm excited for today's show because I just love to talk about things that let you guys know why you guys should be on the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership. So again, guys, understand that it is important for you guys to be on these memberships, because the memberships are going to teach you exactly what you need to know, right, to step up your game, because you're going to keep making mistakes. You're going to keep hearing things and involving yourself in things that don't actually serve you and don't actually help you. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to, really go in on this video now. We titled this one, "Being Obsessed with Your Looks Makes You Delusional in the Game." And so we're responding to a YouTuber named Jordan McCloud. Shout out to my peoples on Instagram, because one of our peoples on Instagram sent me this video. And so the video we're going to be talking about today, it's called 6 Reasons Why Men Should Not Cold Approach Girls and Let Girls Come to You. Okay, we're going to be talking about that shit. Right? So, and again, this is in no way to disparage this guy. Remember, we do this so that we get you guys to understand the game. So we got to talk about these things, because what happens is that when certain narratives get out there, on the internet, you guys start watching things that make the situation worse for you. You understand what I'm saying? Makes the situation worse for you. So this is the thing. What happens is that when you understand Unique 79 said choosing signals freaks. Exactly. So when you guys understand game for real, you're going to understand why it's important to learn games, so you don't waste your time, you don't waste your energy and all that other good shit. And guys, the calling number is 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question near the end. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to call, make sure you guys donate $5 or more to call in, and we will get that going. So let me bring up this video real quick. Let's bring up this video real quick and get into this. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was just like, I watched this video and I was like, what? I was like, what? I'm like, why though? Why? So this video is about a half an hour. We gonna get it. We gotta get through all of this. And the reason why we gotta get through all of this is because there's so many things in here that are important for you guys to understand. Now, I've seen this guy's channel before that gets popped up on my feed, and he's one of the guys that are the looks maxing, get your body right guys and all that other stuff. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with this. I want to say this before we start. There's nothing wrong with trying to look your best, which you should. There's nothing wrong with going in the gym and getting muscles and all that. That's all good. I don't want you guys to, because I know I go hard on this whole looks thing, but what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that it's not just that. You see what I'm saying? Not just that. And what guys try to get you to think is that if you just work on the surface, then damn near 99% of all of your dating situations are going to flow smoothly because a woman is just attracted to you physically. That's not how shit works. You see what I'm saying? So we got to get into this, man. So I'm gonna start this, stop this. We're gonna, go into it and see what's going on. So this one's called 6 Reasons Why Men Should Not Cold Approach Girls. So let's start this shit.
Come on, guys, it's Jordan here. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the 6 reasons why men should not cold approach girls.
Hold on, let me make it on 2.5 speed just to make it a little bit faster so we could.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
Exactly, right. Where's the playback? See, let's go to 2.5, just a little bit, just a little bit. You feel me? All right, so let's do that. Bring this back down. So we won't make it too fast, so at least we can hear what he's saying. All right, so let's do this. Let's go.
In 2024, right? So I know I'm gonna have some dudes who aren't gonna like this video, but that's cool, man. That's all good. I welcome the hate just as much as I welcome the love, man. You really can't have one without the other.
You got that right.
That being said, I'm just going to go through the 6 reasons why men shouldn't cold approach girls and why it's actually better to be the man that can attract women to him, because you're just going to have a much better time, interactions, and just overall a better dating life when it comes to dating women.
All right, so you guys already see where this is going. So so I just want you to prepare you guys, because he's like, you don't got to call it, but just get the girls to come to you and all this other good stuff. But let's
attracting women, attracting your dream partner, or maybe you want to casually date responsibly, man. Don't just be out here just trying to bag women and break their hearts, or in the sense of misleading them, deceiving them, lying to them, especially if you guys have different goals for your dating life. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just into short-term dating and she's trying to look for a long-term partner or whatever. Don't be out here deceiving, right? I don't promote that. I don't think that's wise. I don't think that makes you a masculine man. So be out here, be a responsible man. Be responsible, be mature out here. But
I agree with that, actually. I don't think niggas should be out here lying, pretending, trying to, act like there's something they're not. But let's continue.
With that being said, before we hop into the video, if you want to become the most handsome and attractive version of yourself, and you want to level yourself up to be a man that can actually attract women to him and not having to go to women that aren't checking for you, and actually being able to attract women to you on autopilot via dating apps, social media, or even being a man that women approach, a man that women give choosing signals to in person, like how other men are experiencing as a byproduct of using IAB, then I would highly suggest that you check out the free IAB training link down below in the description and the pinned comment. Now, before we get into these 6 reasons, let me touch on this, because I know I'm gonna have some men, and I've already had some men say that men that don't approach women don't have any balls. Men that approach women are men that go after what they want, which I think it's funny about that part. Like, real men go after what they want. I talked about this in yesterday's video, but you only hear that in the context of going after women. But here's the funny part about all that. It's like, the dudes who say that, it's like, you guys aren't getting these women though. How can a masculine man go for what he wants, but he doesn't even end up getting what he wants?
Okay, now let's stop there real quick. So basically what he's saying is like, guys will say, oh, well, a masculine man goes after what he wants, but he's not getting what he wants. What he's essentially saying is that because you're getting rejected, you're not getting what you want, right? But again, the problem is that when these guys talk about this topic, what they're doing is that they're focusing solely on women or a particular woman or particular women. So if I'm out here doing what I do, right? And I'm out here on the dating scene, hollering at chicks, making shit happen, right? I don't need for any particular woman to say yes or to, respond to me in that way, because I already know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So because it's going to happen, I'm getting what I want in that regard. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't need this girl to say yes, because I understand a woman is going to say yes. And the reason why I know a woman is going to say yes is because I understand how game works. You see what I'm saying? But Miles, what's your thoughts on this shit so far?
Well, it's I had this conversation on one of my lives this morning where, guys talk about success and failure, right? And the mistake is that guys think that success is when the girl says yes, or success is when the girl wants to get with you.
Right.
That's not success. Because here's the thing. If we understand game, we understand that every woman that we meet, every woman that we talk to is not going to be compatible with us.
Right.
Meaning every woman that we meet, every woman that we talk to is not necessarily going to like us, not necessarily going to be on our same page, not necessarily going to be, it just might not work out. So if we know that that is a part of the game, then why are we using that as a way to measure our success or failure with women?
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense, because you're leaving you're literally saying, okay, I'm going to say hello to this woman right now. If she has a boyfriend, if she doesn't necessarily like me or find me attractive, then I am a failure.
Right.
So you're basing your entire perspective of yourself on a bitch you don't even fucking know.
Exactly.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous. I don't know this woman. I just think she's attractive. She's wearing a nice sundress or whatever. She got a nice shape. And I want to go over there and say hello to her. And if she says, yes, I like you, I want to go out on a date with you, then I'm a success. But if she says, well, I'm not really interested right now, or I have a boyfriend, then I'm a failure.
Right.
These niggas is literally leaving their self-image up to an unknown female.
Right.
And it's the craziest thing in the world. And I'm like, brothers, like, what are y'all doing? See what I'm saying? And it's guys like him that perpetuate this, because the bottom line is this. All of y'all are just afraid of the unknown. You're afraid for somebody to not celebrate you. Why? Because you're not already celebrating yourself.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, here's what these guys want, right? They want to go to a girl and say, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? My name is Miles. And they want the girl to stop everything and tell everyone, look, everyone, I found him. I found the man of my dreams. Let's throw a parade. Let's have a party. This is him right here. He's the guy.
Right.
This is what they're searching for, bro. They're looking for a bitch that they don't know. A bitch that might be gay. A bitch that might not even speak their language. A bitch that she probably got dysfunction, trauma. She might be crazy. She might be autistic. Who knows? She might be a lesbian, whatever. But they want to go up and say, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? And for the girl to just, oh, I love you. I want to marry you. I want to have your kids. And my body count is low and I saved myself for you.
Right.
This is what these niggas want. And it's like, guys, are you like, what's really going on with y'all in y'all brain?
Exactly. Nah, that's real shit.
This is exactly why Steve says, why do you hate yourself? Because your entire self-image is based on bitches that don't know you. And guess what? We tell these guys, hey, go out, guys, and talk to a lot of girls. They try to hit the number of at least 25 when you go out and talk, right? These niggas are so focused on the bitches that say no, they never even get a chance to get back to the bitches that actually wanted to fuck with them.
Right. Exactly.
Because just because the first couple of bitches said no, they're already in a bad mood. Like, oh, these chicks just keep rejecting me, bro, and I don't want to blah, 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 blah. And then because you are allowing women that you don't know and their response to you to dictate your self-image, when you holler at bitch number 6 and she's actually feeling you, guess who's not feeling you?
Exactly. Right.
You're not feeling you. And then she feels that energy from you. And then she says, well, I don't really want to fuck with you, right? Because you seem to be already jaded and frustrated and fucked up about even dealing with women in the first place. So you know what? I'm going to just lie to you and tell you I have a boyfriend, because it's not going to work, because I see you got low self-image and I can't fuck with a nigga that's not confident about himself. That's what's happening with a majority of y'all niggas, bro.
That's a fact.
And no matter how much we try to tell y'all that the literal secret is to love yourself. The literal secret is to go out and meet women, regardless of what they say. Go out and be sociable. Practice the skill of social interaction, and you'll get better. How much we tell y'all? Nah, man, it's all about looks, bro. And if I'm not 6'1", the bitch won't like me and blah, blah, blah. The fact that you're focused on the bitch not liking you, that's your mistake. That's your downfall. I had a nigga on my live this morning talking about, yo, Miles, I'm 6'1" and I think I'm pretty good looking, but I can't get no baddies, bro.
Right.
Then I'm like, but wait a second. Aren't you 6'1" and good looking? Bitches should be falling at your feet, right? Right.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
It's just like we're like standing on a soapbox yelling at these niggas, and they just like, nah, bro, it's about looks, bro. I don't know.
Right. Let's do this shit. Here we go.
That doesn't make sense to me, brother. How does that work, man? That doesn't make sense to me. But let me touch on my personal experience with cold approaching, because I've cold approached. Yeah, I've cold approached girls. And if you want me to give you my honest experience with cold approaching girls, I haven't seen that much success in the sense of it actually leading anywhere. A lot of the girls that I've cold approached actually ended up having boyfriends. Now, the interesting part is a lot of these girls who I cold approached, I got their numbers or I got their Instagram, which looking back now, I wouldn't have gotten like, if I'm going to get a contact information, it's not going to be Instagram. It's going to be a phone number first and foremost. But, and when I warm approach, if I see a girl that's giving me choosing signals and I'm into her and I'm having a conversation with her, or a girl approaches me, I'm not getting Instagrams. I'm dropping my number in her phone. So just want to let you guys know about that. You give the girl your number. Don't take hers. Don't take her Instagram either. Don't.
Exactly. I agree with that part. But let's continue, because he gonna keep talking about this, which is I find it hilarious.
Don't give your Instagram. You give her your number. But anyways, a lot of the girls that I've cold approached, men, have boyfriends. But most of the time I didn't know that they had boyfriends until I got their Instagram and I saw that they had a boyfriend that they were with.
Can you stop it for a second? You know, guys, let me take a moment, right, to show you something about mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me show you guys something about mindset. Okay, there are a lot, like majority of the time, bro, I would actually say like maybe 75 to 85, almost 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I actually approach one, because at this stage in my life, I'll be honest, I don't really approach like that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But when I do, it's because something really catches my eye.
Right.
And I know the type of woman that I want to fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But check out my mindset, though. Check out my mindset. All right. Listen to this nigga. You know, when I cold approach women, but most of them have boyfriends, and I don't see any success. OK, that's his mindset. Right. Because he doesn't love himself. Check this out. When I approach women, and like I said, like 85 to 90% of them have boyfriends or say they have boyfriends. Now, in my mind, guess what I'm thinking? Because of my mindset and how much I love myself. I'm thinking, well, you would have a man.
Right.
Because I am attracted to women that submit to masculine influence.
Real shit.
That's my mindset.
Right.
So when the woman tells me, oh, well, my man wouldn't really appreciate that, because y'all know my question, right? Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? My name is Miles. Anybody in your life have a problem with us going out for a drink sometime? Usually they say, yeah, my husband, or yeah, my boyfriend, he probably wouldn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they respond to me, too. Very coy, very feminine, very soft, and respectful.
Mm-hmm.
When they say that to me, you think I fucking throw a temper to... Oh, man, she's got a boyfriend, bro. Come on, man. God damn it. I'm a failure.
Right.
No, I say to myself, in my mind, I don't even say it to her. I just be like, well, you would have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Because the type of women that I'm attracted to is the woman that submits to masculine influence. So it makes sense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I fuck with feminine women. I fuck with women who they know what it is to submit to a man. So a lot of the times, and guys, really, really think about it. The reason why you go over to the girl is because she's attractive. You don't think another nigga found her attractive?
Exactly right.
possibly already hollered at her and wifed her up?
Right.
Think, niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Think.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Again, I'm gonna just say this so we get back to the video. Here's the thing with mindset, and I try to tell my clients and anybody that listens to me: if you're gonna assume something, why not assume something positive?
Exactly.
If you're gonna assume something, because these niggas is thinking that when she says I have a boyfriend, that, oh, she don't like me. She thinks I'm ugly. She thinks I'm short. She thinks I'm not rich. She thinks this. She thinks that. But why not? If you're going to assume all these things, because you don't know none of these things for sure.
Right.
She probably could actually have a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, why not assume, well, shit, that's the reason why I came over here. Because you the type of woman that would have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't have a boyfriend, I would be your fucking boyfriend.
Right. Exactly.
And we would work towards that through the vetting process and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? But
right.
I'm trying to explain the niggas' mindset.
Mm-hmm.
If a bitch having a boyfriend is a good thing.
Right.
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, hey, cool, baby doll. You know what? You that type of chick. You that type of chick. You have a nice day now. Take it easy.
Right.
I don't. Why should I hate myself because you have a boyfriend? It makes sense that you have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked over at you, I was like, that's the type of chick that I'd fuck with.
Right.
So if that's the type of chick that you would fuck with, what make you think another nigga wouldn't say the same thing?
Exactly. Nah, real shit. Let's continue this shit.
Straight up. I've never been harshly rejected. No girl has ever been mean or disrespectful to me. A lot of the girls, I mean, all of them have been nice and sweet to me, right? And they let me know that they had boyfriends. For the ones that did let me know that they had boyfriends, they told me they had boyfriends. But like I said, a lot of them that I also approached didn't tell me that they had boyfriends. I had to find out from their Instagram that they did. And some of the girls that
But also, how does he know from the Instagram they got a boyfriend? You see what I'm saying? Unless the chick is like in the caption, hey, this is my man. How you know she got a boyfriend? Maybe that's just one of her male friends. What if that's just a nigga she fucking on the side? Like, right. What do you see what I'm saying? So again, it's, but that, you know, that when you have game, you understand these other points. But let's continue.
Approached. Some were married. Some were, did let me know that they were in a relationship. But some of those girls even told me, this is the crazy part, is that some of those girls even told me that had they not been with their husband, that they would have definitely given me a shot, followed up by saying how beautiful and how gorgeous I was, and kept saying that repeatedly.
Yeah, women will do that. So what I'm saying is that if that's the case, why would you tell guys not to cold approach?
Right.
The circumstances was different, they would have probably got with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Does that even make any sense? You see what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But let's continue.
Like, they were almost apologetic that they couldn't, get with me because they were taken, and following that up with compliments, talking about my looks. So that's my experience, man. I haven't seen much success from it. Yeah, I don't care to put that out. And in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, but for facts, like the girls that had boyfriends, they legitimately did. So I know they weren't just telling me that they had boyfriends because they didn't find me attractive.
See, and now he's fucking up right there. Now, see, I like that he's looking in the positive. He's like, look, they didn't say that because they didn't find me. They just probably got boyfriends. But the reality is, and this is why I say it's a negative for him, is that because his identity is about his looks, he can't even fathom the possibility that they're not attracted to him. That's the part where it's messed up. Because, and this is what a lot of guys don't understand. See, a lot of guys who, would consider themselves physically attractive or good looking or whatever, they really think or can't fathom a woman not being attracted to them physically.
Right.
And see, what they don't understand is that even, for example, let's look at him right now, right? So he's a light-skinned dude. Let's say a woman, they might think, oh, he's cute, but just guess what? I only fuck with dark-skinned niggas. Exactly. Or vice versa. So whatever her type is, so no matter how you look, this is what you guys have to understand. No matter how you look, you're somebody's type and you're also not somebody's type. So though there is a chance that the women told you they have a boyfriend, but really don't have a boyfriend because they were not attracted to you. And that's hard for certain guys to hear, especially when they make their identity based on looks. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Because I also can attract women pretty easily. Humbly speaking, I know that's going to piss some of you guys off, but it is what it is. I can attract women. I get choose signals all the time. Girls approach me in person.
So now, what I always love about this argument is it's very contradictory, because if you get choosing signals all the time and want to approach you all the time, then aren't those same women on planet Earth? So wouldn't it not be a different thing if you was to approach women?
Right.
So the same large amount of women supposedly who approach you or give you choosing signals, who I guess are single, let's say, you trying to tell me that you haven't also ran into other single women when you cold approached that would have liked you the same way?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You see how see, it's one of these things where you can't have one argument without the other, because if you say cold approaching doesn't work because the chicks I talk to aren't receptive, how at the same time there are chicks being receptive to you by giving you choosing signals? If they were receptive to you by giving you choosing signals, that would mean the same amount of women will be receptive to the cold approach. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. But let's continue.
I get a lot of inbound messages from girls on dating apps, so it's not like I can't attract women. It's not like they're telling me that they have boyfriends, but they really don't because they don't find me attractive. That's why I believe personally, and that's why I'm like, well, man, like if I have so much easier of a time attracting women.
All right, we can take the call real quick.
All right, 267, you are on live, Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Brendan, 29, from Philly. I sent it to Miles. I sent it to your Cash App.
Yeah, I got it. I saw it come in, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a quick statement. On behalf of light-skinned niggas everywhere, we do not accept nor condone this nigga. He is further excommunicated. Our president for life, Pimp C, rest in peace, would not condone this shit, and that's all the fuck I gotta say.
All right.
So yeah,
appreciate you, bro.
Hold on. His dude's hilarious. Hold on. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's funny. Hold on. How do I go back to the main? There we go. I was trying to get to that main shit. So let's continue this shit. Hilarious.
Women to me, and they're even approaching me in person, or at the very least giving me choosing signals. And then when it comes to the online aspect of things, dating apps, social media, girls are messaging me first, replying to my stories. They're coming to me. It doesn't make sense for me to cold approach.
See, what he's basically talking about, he's trying to interchange choosing signals with approach. Most women are not going to approach you. You understand? Like, I don't care how you look, because in fact, if a woman thinks you're really ridiculously Zoolander good looking, right? A lot of times she'll be too intimidated to approach you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So women aren't really approached. So he's talking mainly about choosing signals, but also he's talking about online dating. It's super easy to get a lot of matches on online dating. Getting a match on online dating is not hard. It's not anything and the matches don't mean shit. You understand? Women will match you all day. You can swipe right on a bunch of women. They'll match with you if your pictures are good. We've already shown this on the countless videos we did on the online dating stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, as a woman sees you and she thinks you're attractive physically, she'll swipe right. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But that doesn't necessarily mean that yields actual results at the end of the day. This is what we're trying to get. See, a lot of times when people speak, they speak about things from a surface level, but they don't actually speak about things as far as how does things play out? How does this actually affect the bottom line? You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Personally, it doesn't. Right? So yeah, that's my experience. I haven't seen much success with cold approaching versus girls coming to me, girls choosing me, whether that's in person or online. But as I told you, a lot of really the reasons why my cold approach wasn't successful with girls is because of logistical reasons that they have boyfriends. I look at it as a logistic. I don't look at it as an objection. And if it is an objection, it's not an objection that I care to overcome, because that's when you become needy. See, that's the thing.
But you know, it's funny. I don't think he's been quote unquote cold approaching a lot, because if you're really out there approaching, you're going to find women who don't have boyfriends. You understand what I'm saying? Or what happens is you find a woman who don't have boyfriends, but they're telling you they have boyfriends because they're not interested. But again, you know, like guys who on the handsome man game thing can't fathom that women wouldn't be attracted. But let's continue.
With dudes who, especially when you're spam approaching girls, you're telling dudes that don't approach women that they don't have any balls, but neither do you, because you're controlled by your lust. That's why you're approaching the girl. You're approaching her just because you find her beautiful. You're controlled by your biology. And men don't have any balls because they don't approach women. Yet, I mean, I get women. It's not masculine to let women choose you. Okay, but then when you go and choose a woman, she go ahead and she emasculates you by rejecting you, not showing any interest to you.
So wait, so a woman saying she's not interested is emasculating you?
Oh my God.
Why do you hate yourself, young man? Shout out to Steve, man. Shout out to Steve the Dean.
How does that work? How is a woman saying she's not interested emasculating? Doesn't she have the right to tell you she's not interested? So now I'm no longer masculine because she is not interested. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just because a woman is not interested, all of a sudden I'm emasculated. I'm less than I am. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
You motherfuckers literally put your fate, your self-image in the hands of a bitch you don't know.
Exactly.
In the hands of a female you know you don't know. You don't know from a can of paint.
Mm-hmm.
But you allow whatever she says to dictate how you see yourself.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. This shit is hilarious.
Does anybody see the insanity, or it's just me?
Right.
God damn.
Well, no, it gets worse. Let's continue.
Jesus Christ.
You don't get what you want anyways. Mr. Real men go for what they want, except for everything else in your life. See, really, if you were, hey, listen, if real men actually went for what they wanted, and if you actually practice that, you would actually become the man that women come to. Dialing in your looks, as I talk about, your body, getting your money right, your style, your fashion, then the money's for you, not for women, to reinvest in you to create a higher quality of life. You got hobbies, you got skills, which again, those hobbies and skills are for you. But you become more of an abundant man, physically and mentally, women will be coming for you. And then lastly, before I get into these 6 reasons, I know I haven't gotten into the 6 reasons yet.
You know what's funny that I find funny about guys? You know how guys always complain about women don't make no sense. They're illogical. They're all over the place. But then all of a sudden, you're supposed to take the cue from them to go and approach. Now their decision making makes sense when it comes to approaching. We have to wait for them. Is that, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, but let's continue.
I don't mean to delay this video, but I know some men, I've talked about like, oh, well, Jordan, you're just hyping up this looks max and stuff. You have Tyrone looks and genetics and stuff like that. And I've said in my videos, like, yeah, I was born with a good, with a decent genetic base. I still had to put in the work. I still had to maximize. You guys seen how I looked when I was younger in those thumbnails. I still had to maximize. I still had to do what I needed to do to become the most handsome, attractive version of myself. And I told you guys, I've said in my videos that results will vary. Yes, genetics do play a role. But I've also seen men in person that don't have the chatter, the Tyrone looks or genetics or height, and they're still with attractive women. I'm sure there's context behind that, but nevertheless, that's what I'm seeing in person. That's all I could gather based on what I can see in front of me without the context. So it's still possible, man. I personally do believe in self-improvement. I'm seeing men that I'm working with right now personally, or in my programs, or working with me one-to-one, that don't have the Chad and Tyrone looks, so to speak. But as they're leveling up, they're seeing that they're getting more true signals from girls. Girls are even approaching them and starting conversations with them. So I don't know, man. Here's my thing. If you want to give up and be all doom and gloom, I say give up. Give up. If that's where you're at mentally and you don't want to put in the work, you don't believe in self-improvement, you don't think there's any hope for you, cool, give up. I mean,
you know, it's funny when a lot of these guys talk about self-improvement, they usually talk about the surface level. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times it's, well, guys, get in the gym and get your money up and surface level shit. It's like, are you really improving though? You see what I'm saying? And then that's the metric that they're using to judge themselves on, and at the same time they'll think, well, I'm being emasculated if the girl says no, because what they're essentially saying is, I'm not enough, let me do these superficial things so that I can feel like I'm enough, and now I'm scared to approach, because if I approach and she says no, that means that what I was trying to do is not working, and so I gotta wait for her to give me the okay so that I can feel comfortable to approach. That's basically what this all boils down to. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
What other option do you have if you're not going to improve? Give up. But for the men that don't want to give up, the men that want to do everything that they can to maximize themselves physically and mentally and see results when it comes to girls, I got you, bro. Because a lot of you dudes who are dooms and gloomers and saying it's over, you're really just coping and you're really just tying your own pain off of someone else's negative experience. By the way, you're living.
It's ironic that he says that because he's doing the same thing. But I just wanted to point that out.
Coping vicariously through another person who also hasn't given you all the context to their situation either. Who really are just projecting their own issues and their own problems, and as a coping mechanism for them, they're trying to get other people to reinforce the negative experiences that they're going through, which is just a back and forth reinforcement of negative experiences. So with that being said, man, I know I've been talking a lot, so let's go ahead and let's hop into these 6 reasons. Number 1, the odds are against you when you cold approach.
I'm sorry, I I just had to pause it to hit the button, but let's go.
The reason why the success rate of cold approach is so low, because the odds are against you. If you're not a good-looking man, if you're not a good-looking man, you're not fly, you don't have your physical presentation dialed in, your marketing, as I call it, isn't dialed in. And then on top of that, you can't read body language, you can't pick up on the tonality of the.
Shout out to K Zaggin 20 in the building. He said, outside of your physical aesthetics and your overall appearance, women are not going to know anything about you. Choosing singles has nothing to do with all that so-called work you've been putting in. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? This shit crazy, but let's continue.
Girl, in terms of her voice, like her excitement to talk to you, or her non-excitement, her disinterest in you based on her tonality of her voice, if she's adding to the conversation and all that. On top of the fact that you're going in blindly. Most of you dudes who are going to be cold approaching anyways aren't calibrated. So you're going to go in and not see that, okay, she's not either open to being approached or she probably has a boyfriend. So since you're going in blindly and you have no context, especially you guys are cold approaching, so that means that the woman hasn't given you any type of indicators of interest for you to approach. Well, you're going in blindly with no context. Most of you dudes who are cold approaching aren't dialed in, which is exactly why you got a cold approach by and large. And then that's when, I have a boyfriend. Some of you guys are going to be told that the girl has a boyfriend and she actually doesn't. She may just not be into you.
Isn't it interesting how he just said that, but then earlier he said, it's not that she's not into me, it's because she has a boyfriend. But when it applies to the rest of y'all niggas, he's just not into you. But it can't be him, because he's Mr. Looks Maxer guy. So obviously it can't be because she's not attracted to him. It has to be 100% that she has a man when it comes to him. But for you guys, maybe she's just not into you. Because again, in his mind, when guys think this way, based on this whole looks maxing thing, if you maximize your looks, right, then women are going to want you, period. So if they don't want you, it has to be all these other factors. It can't be that they're just not interested in you or attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
I've been told that, but I've seen that girls actually have boyfriends. And my dating life reflects that I'm an attractive man that can attract women. So I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I know some of you guys aren't going to like it, but damn it, it's the truth. That odds are stacked against you. That's why cold approach is so low, right? Which leads me to reason number 2.
Hold on, let's stop there real quick. So what does he mean by the odds are stacked against you, right? See, when most of you guys, for example, are not the type of guys who are players and who can deal with multiple women. Let's just get that off top.
Right.
Let's start with the guys who, for example, just want a chick. Right. A chick to hook up with, a chick that's a girlfriend, wife, whatever. That means you only need to get one. So you could literally, check this out. Notice we tell you guys talk to 25 women a day, right? So let's say you're talking to 25 women a day, right? So you're talking to 25 women a day. So let's do 25 times 7. So that's 175 women a week. Times that by 4, you've talked to 700 women in a month. Now, remember, you only need one. You understand? And usually what happens is that if you guys are doing what you do, on average, you'll get between 1 and 10% of what you put out there. So you're trying to tell me out of 700 women in 1 month, let's actually times that by 12 so we could do a whole year. So that's 8,400 women. So you're trying to tell me out of 8,400 women within a year, you can't find one? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how are the odds stacked against you when you have given yourself the opportunity to holler at over 8,000 women and all you need is one? You understand? It's like, this is ridiculous. But see, again, the real issue is I don't want to hear no, because my identity is what they're saying is based on the girl saying yes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Is that the baseline of attracting and meeting people has changed. What do I mean? Because you hear comments, or not hear comments, you see comments that, you'll have dudes that say, oh, well, our parents had a cold approach. Well, it's like, well, no shit, bro. Because social media wasn't out. Dating apps weren't out. There wasn't other means and ways of meeting other people. Cold approach at the time, back in the day, was the baseline of meeting people other than social groups, which social groups is a consistent way of meeting new people. Honestly, if you're gonna meet people in person, in my opinion, other than just being out and a girl choosing on you and giving you choosing signals, in my opinion, it's better to attract women through a social group because you do have that social proof working for you in the sense of being friends with the same person. There's safety there. The girl can see how you are in person, but
did he say safety? Just say safety?
Right, yep. But see, the funny part about, again, let's talk about some game. It's actually not really beneficial to approach women or to deal with women in social groups. Now, first of all, if you have a social group, wouldn't that mean that you're social already? So if you're a social guy, why would you give a fuck about worrying about cold approaching if you're a social motherfucker? But that's besides the point. But anyway, have your social group. A lot of times what happens is that within that social group, you are beholden to the vibe or the unwritten rules of the social group. So what does that mean? That means that, let's say you see a chick in the quote unquote social group that you want to smash. But what happens is she's not going to want to smash you because she doesn't want to look like a whore to the social group, right? So what a lot of times will happen is that she will act in ways that adhere to the social group instead of acting in ways that adhere to you as the individual man.
Right.
Social groups takes hierarchy over you as the man in the situation, which is why you're there in the first place trying to bag a chick through the social group. Do you see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
At the end of the day, she still has to be physically attracted to you. But the baseline of how we attract and meet people has changed.
No, she has to be sexually attracted to you. We gotta get it right. But
change. At a point in time, cold approach was a necessary, more appropriate way of meeting new people because there was nothing else. There was no other way to meet new people. There wasn't social media, as I said. There wasn't dating apps, right? So that's all that people could do. They couldn't compare it to something better, an alternative way of meeting people. So yeah, no shit, our grandparents and our parents had a cold approach because there wasn't really other ways to meet except through school, jobs, hobbies. You know what I'm saying?
But what doesn't make sense about this is just because there's other ways to meet, why do you not have to cold approach? You see what I'm saying? Like, just because there's other ways to do it, why do you have to not do it this way because there's other ways? Just because there's other ways, that just gives you other ways to do it.
Right.
So why do you have to stop doing it this way just because there's also added other ways to do it?
Because you're scared.
Right, exactly.
That's really it.
Right.
Saying social groups. It's similar to how back in the 80s and 90s, phone sales, telemarketers weren't so much ignored as they are now. Because back then there wasn't social media, there wasn't content for you to be nurtured by someone that you would then want to buy from, right? There wasn't anything like that back in the day. So that's why telemarketing was so prevalent back then, because that's all that people could do. That was the baseline of reaching out to prospects, reaching out to leads and selling them. That was the baseline. That was what was normal back then. But time, technology, the way that we interact with people, the way that we communicate with people, ways that we can actually get to know, like, and trust somebody, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a business. There's different ways of learning about somebody, their product, their service now. And we can take our time to get to know, like, and trust that person. And based on the value.
All right, let's go with the call.
All right, 609, you're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, how can we help you? And where did you send it?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Rudy. It's so funny y'all say what I'm sending it right now because I just called them before I sent it.
Rudy, so, you know better than that, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. But hey, I'm sending it right now as we speak, right now.
All right, so Rudy, what's your question, man?
I ain't really got a question. I mean, I got one question, but I wanted to call in with like a quick little story real quick because like this made me think about y'all for a second. So like I'm from Jersey, but I came in New York and I visited, right? And I went with my mans that I used to know, and he told me his like little story, right? Talking about some, yeah, bro, I'm with an ain't shit bitch right now. I got a girl pregnant. So I asked him, I'm like, bro, how long you known her before you made her your girl, you got her pregnant? And he told me, he was like, oh, yeah, bro, I've only went on 2 dates with her and I made her my girl after she flaked on me and shit. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then he told me after he got her pregnant, that's when she found out she was an ain't shit bitch, found out that she wasn't really for him, that she didn't really care about him. And this made me think about y'all because it made me say, oh, so this is why Lucario Biles always talk about the vetting process and shit like that. Because had he went through the vetting process, then he would have known everything about her before he decided to make her his girl. And or his girl and shit like that. So I just wanted to call it with that story real quick because it made me think about y'all because it's amazing how y'all be saying shit. And then I go out to the real world and I just see it for myself. You see niggas going through it and shit.
Exactly. You notice how you said the stuff we say you see in the real world. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell y'all niggas. This is why we tell y'all, get on the fucking membership. Stop fucking around. This is what we trying to tell y'all, man. This is what we trying to tell y'all.
This shit is, bro, the worst part about it is he told me that he ended up being depressed for 5 years, and now he's paying how he bought her a house and shit, and he's paying the bills every month. And she moved another nigga in there, so-called male friend and shit. I was like, damn, if he would have went through the vetting process, he never would have went through that. And I told him, I even put him on to you guys. I'm like, bro, watch this nigga right here, Lepario and Miles and shit. They gonna get you right, bro. Make sure you watch these niggas, and I promise you the next girl you get in a relationship with, it ain't gonna be like the last girl, bro. Just watch these niggas, all right? Make sure you follow everything they say and shit.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you letting us know that, man, because, you know, guys got to understand how important this vetting process is, how important the game is, so they don't be making these goofy ass mistakes. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why I wanted to call it, because I'm not talking shit about my mans or none of that. I'm just calling in with the story because it highlights the importance of the game and the importance of the vetting process. So in case guys think that this shit is a joke, now you see where shit could lead to if you don't do the vetting process correctly.
Exactly.
So anyway, I had a question for myself, right? My one question is like,
hold on. Did you donate though?
Yeah. Did you actually finish sending the donation, my nigga?
Nah.
Call back. All right.
Get him out of here. We got to continue.
We got another one. We got another one.
Another call. Okay.
Yeah, 951. You were on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Hey, my name is Brian. I didn't send you guys the donation.
All right, call back. Send a donation in and call back. Okay. All right, bro.
All right.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, go ahead with the video.
All right, let's do it. Jesus Christ, you guys. It says it right there. It's like at the bottom.
Maybe we're not looks maxing enough. They don't want to send us any support.
And then make a decision on our own time whether or not we want to invest with that person. You couldn't do that back then, but now you can, which is exactly why I have an iPhone. When telemarketers try to hit me up, it automatically goes to voicemail, and it says in red letters, telemarketer, spam. Why is that popping up on my phone? Because people don't like getting hit up by telemarketers, because there's other means of getting to know about a business, getting to know more about a brand, as I said, and getting nurtured by that brand, by that company, and seeing if their product or service can truly help us. And if we want to invest in that product and service, we will, but we will on our own time, because of what we can see through their content, their advertisements, all those things, which wasn't available back in the 80s and 90s. Same way, like how I told you, cold approaching was normal back then, but it's not now because of the times and the technology and the...
You know what's funny? Is that there's a lot of people who aren't online. Like, there's a lot of people who aren't on dating apps. There's a lot of motherfuckers who aren't really, or if they are on like dating apps or Tinder and Facebook and all these other things or whatever, they're not really active. So people are still meeting outside at events, at places, at certain things. You see what I'm saying? Right. But again, what happens is that, see, what a lot of these guys do is that they're in situations where, like, I'm sure he got on the dating app and was like, oh, cool, I can get, you know, a bunch of attention here, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I've met a lot of girls on dating apps. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? The issue, though, is that you don't have to disregard something else just because you have the other thing.
Right.
You understand it? You don't need to, like right now, I have the air conditioner on and the fan on in the room right now. I don't have to be like, yo, well, because they invented air conditioners, I don't need to use them. Like, what? I'm still use the fan every day. What the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But let's continue this shit.
Baseline of how we interact with people now. Number 3, right, is that it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time to cold approach because, as I said, the odds are stacked against you. The way that we communicate, the way that we attract people, the way that we meet new people has changed. The baseline has changed.
I just want to say this real quick. 609. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna just make a point real quick. I just want to say this. It is not a waste of time to meet people.
Exactly.
It's definitely not a waste of time to meet people because, all right. I had a client. I had a consultation the other day, and my man explained to me how he was like online at like a coffee shop or something. I think it was Dunkin' Donuts or some shit. And he said just because him and a chick exchanged pleasantries, and they just talk just a little bit of banter back and forth. She paid for his coffee and his muffin or some shit. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
So we have to understand that. Again, this is why I tell you guys, when we tell you to approach, when we tell you to meet people, when we tell you to be socially interactive, it's not about what the woman says. It's not about if she has a boyfriend. It's not about if she's feeling you or if she's interested or not. It's about you practicing your skill of social interaction.
Right.
Because you can gain so much from social interaction. You can talk up somebody and they could be shit. They could end up being your best friend, or they could get you into the club, or they could get you a job, or they could get you connected with somebody else that'll take you to the next level in your career. You never know. So anyway, we got 609. You are on live with Lakari and Miles, name, age, city. Is this Rudy?
Yeah, it's me. I donated to Lucario.
Okay.
The newest Cash App.
All right.
Donated to Cash App?
Yeah, I donated to Cash App. Diallo.
You sure? Hold on. Where's this shit at? You donated to the dollar sign, Miss Lucario, right?
It says Hashim Smith.
No. That didn't go through. That one is done. Send it to. It's at the top of the chat. Send it to dollar sign Mr. Lucario. That what you didn't go through because that one is done.
Dollar sign Mr. Lucario.
Yes. Send it there.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. I sent it to dollar sign Mr. Lucario.
Okay, I'm not seeing it.
But Rudy, you just said that you sent it to dollar sign Hashim Smith. That's what you just said.
No. What I'm saying is it said Hashim Smith as the name, but the Cash App says dollar sign Mr. Lucario. I could screenshot it and send DM you too if you want.
All right, so screenshot it and DM me and then call back because I don't see that shit. I do not see that shit. Honestly, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's taking a minute to come in. I just don't see that shit.
All right, so we got 951. You're on live, Lakari Miles, name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Yeah, I didn't send a donation. I don't have any money right now, guys, but I did send a Q in the chat. If you guys could address that, that'd be cool.
Okay, what's your name and what's your name for the Q in the chat?
My name is the Warrior's Path.
The Warrior's Path. All right, thank you, sir. We'll address it towards the end of the show. Could we do the questions towards the end of the show? Okay.
Yeah. So write your question again, and we'll save it and then put it.
All right. Make sure you put your question in there. Yeah, and we'll. So you put Q or put question in your message.
Yeah, I put a Q.
All right. Cool. All right. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. All right. So let's continue this shit because it gets crazier.
And it's a waste of time because.
Also wanted to say, see, it's not a waste of time because check out how many things happen when you're actually approaching.
Right.
One, a lot of times what happens is you're getting out of your comfort zone. That is never a waste of time to practice getting out of your comfort zone.
Facts. That's facts. That's big facts.
Two is that what you're doing is that you're teaching yourself how to be assertive and to go after what you want. You feel what I'm saying? That's another thing. So that's not a waste of time. Three, you're working on your social skills. So that's not a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? Like all of these things that are actually helping you to become, because it's isn't that ironic? We talk about self-improvement,
right?
But this is a waste of time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But the self-improvement they're talking about is, get in the gym and look pretty so girls can get at you. Is that supposed to be really self-improvement?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to K Zaggin in the chat. He says these guys that promote choosing signals are guys that are playing the odd and are guys that are playing the odds. They are outcome dependent and are trying to lessen the likelihood of being told no. They need reassurances and validation. Facts.
Real shit. Let's continue. Let's go.
Really, really, this actually ties into one of my other points, but I'll leave that for later. It's a waste of time because more than likely the girl isn't checking for you. She doesn't find you attractive. She hasn't given you any type of indicators of interest.
Notice everything is about the bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of strip clubs and nightclubs, I'm gonna make a club, right? Where I get a group of bitches, make them dress up real nice and just hang out in this venue. I'm gonna pay, and niggas gotta pay like $1,000 to get in. And every bitch inside the spot is guaranteed to tell you yes.
Exactly, right.
Now, after you leave the club, they'll never call you, never have sex with you. But while you're inside the venue, they will, and you approach them, they are guaranteed to tell you yes.
Exactly.
To make y'all niggas feel better. God damn. Anyway, 781. You are on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show, sir? 781. Going once.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Where did you send your support for the show?
Oh, I just said call in, so I didn't know if we were supposed to.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so guys, remember, right down here, it says donate $5 per question and then call in. It's right at the bottom, okay? But let's continue. Let's do this. Where's we at with this shit? All right, let's go. Miles is like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas?
And you're trying to convince her, you're trying to sell yourself on her. So that's when you have to have these long dialogues. That's when you hear like all the little pickups artist stuff back in the day, neg hits and all that. That's why they had to do all that to overcompensate the lack of attraction that was there, or simply no attraction. That's why all those words and all those tactics were invented, because they were trying to manufacture attraction. They were trying to manufacture something that wasn't there, which is actually the other point that I was talking about, is that you're attempting to manufacture attraction that isn't there. That's point number 4. You're trying to manufacture attraction that isn't there. That's why you got to do all this. And what did I say in my last video? If you saw it, if you didn't, go check it out. But the better the marketing, the easier the sales. You still got to close. You still have to have a level of social skills, of social calibration to be a leader. That's why all those.
What? the hypocrisy. You just said that it's a waste of time.
Yo, hold on. Let me rewind that just a little bit. Hold on, that's crazy.
Number 4, you're trying to manufacture attraction that isn't there. That's why you got to do all this. And what did I say in my last video? If you saw it.
All right, let's get to the call.
All right, this is hello. Hello.
Good as
Rudy.
Yo,
What's up?
I DM'd you. I DM'd Lucario.
Okay.
I got it. I see it now, Rudy. Appreciate it. All right. So what's going on?
Who's that high-pitched voice chick in the background? Who that?
Knowing that somebody, I'm in the park right now. So
Okay. Okay. Hey, all right, hold on 1 second, Rudy. I'm sorry. 781. If you want to stay on the line, you got to put yourself on mute.
So I donated to PayPal George 21.
Okay, all right. Wait, George 781. We're not we didn't get to you yet, so please hang out and put yourself on mute, because I think you're driving or something, so the background noise is crazy. Okay. All right, thank you, 781. We'll get to you in a second, but right now we're talking to Rudy, who's 609. Rudy, go ahead, man, and thank you for working with us to make sure you got your support for this show in.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all for always being on point. And this is an example.
Hold on. Wait. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. He said, "Yo, I came to say what's up, but after watching the video, I'm leaving, man. Get the likes up. That video can't be real." Both of you for playing games. Shout out to Steve. Facts. Go ahead, Rudy. What's going on?
All right, go ahead, Rudy.
It's funny that Steve just slides up right now, because my question was, so I seen a video one time when he said complimenting a woman would automatically, she'll automatically place you below her, some shit like that because of compliment, right? My question to you guys is, do y'all think he was talking about in terms of you walk up to a girl and you say, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen," or was he just talking about in terms of just flirting and shit like that?
No, the thing is, it's not about the compliment. See what I'm saying? Because I compliment all that other shit. So what I'm saying is, a lot of times what a lot of these guys do is that they will compliment a woman in a way where they're trying to get validation from the woman. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So then when you do that type of shit, that's the issue. You see what I'm saying? So your compliment is coming from a place of neediness, not a place of this is just how you talk, you're being confident, and this is just how you're choosing to communicate because that's what you do. You see what I'm saying? Because most guys, what they're doing is that they're complimenting or saying things or doing things to try to get a specific reaction and thinking and hoping by, if I compliment her, maybe she'll give me some ass. Maybe she'll give me the number. Maybe I'll get to go out with her, whatever the fuck it is. So they're using that as a device to try to get something from the situation because they're being needy. Do you see what I'm saying?
So it's not really what you do, is why you're doing it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just calling to make sure, because it's like when I compliment a woman, it's to be creative, and I follow the Miles' advice, when I saw that video when he says, when you compliment a woman, tell her what you like about her, not to just walk up and say, oh, you attractive or you beautiful or whatever. So that's what I be doing. I just be more creative, and it makes the interactions way more unique and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to call in just to get that understanding and stuff.
All right.
And it's like, also shout out to y'all for always talking about the numbers game. Like, I'm out here in New York today, man. I spoke to way more than 25 bitches. Shit was fucking beautiful. Shit was lovely and all of that. I got a few numbers,
But remember, call approaching is a waste of time. So chill on all that. Chill on all that. You feel what I'm saying? You're wasting your time.
You guys are so.
I'll say I want to say this too. Like, again, it's a mindset thing, and I know not every guy is going to really be able to understand what I'm saying, but you got to understand that we're all on this earth, right? We're all on this marble, right? We're all on this planet, and in a lot of ways, we're all connected. So if you really, really think about it, every bitch you see is your bitch. You understand?
Right.
But I mean, of course, there are different levels. Okay. Some bitches, you're just going to be able to see. Some chicks you're going to be able to speak with. Some chicks, you're going to be able to not speak with. Some chicks you're going to be able to smash. Some chicks you not. Like, but everybody on this planet is here for you to experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you have a certain mindset, a certain positive, inclusive, and connected mindset, you can really enjoy yourself when it comes to meeting people.
Right.
And instead of putting all this like value judgment and outcome dependency on shit, and like I said, if she says yes, then that means you're the man. But if she says no, then that means you a piece of shit. How, guys? How?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
The way I look at it, every bitch I talk to is valuable, because one or two things gonna happen. One, she gonna give me the number and we gonna get together, hook up, do whatever, right? Or two, it's gonna get me more comfortable to talk to women, because I noticed, right?
Exactly.
When I first started versus when I reached the 24th, 25th, because I spoke to more than 25, I noticed the more women I was speaking to, the more comfortable I was getting. And I was even having fire conversations with bitches. Yeah, it probably didn't go anywhere, but I still enjoyed the interactions and all of that. So
exactly.
That shit is fucking fire.
Exactly.
Right.
It's about the experience. Because and I said this in my approach anxiety video that I did a couple years back, where I was telling you that what we don't fully understand about this existence, or a part of this existence, in my opinion, or as a part of my belief system, is that your soul, right? Mm-hmm. Which is different from your body. Your soul is using your body to experience things.
Exactly.
You understand? Your soul wants to go through different things. Now, the problem with our ego and our physical being and our ego is that we want everything to go perfectly.
Right.
But your soul understands the world beyond the physical like realm, right? Your soul just wants to experience.
Mm-hmm.
So So your soul wants to be rejected. Your soul wants to be told off. Your soul wants to be accepted. Your soul wants to be validated. Your soul wants to have a long, drawn out conversation with a bitch that you may never fuck. Your soul wants to have a short conversation with a bitch that you gonna fuck tonight. Your soul wants to have a one night stand. Your soul wants to have a long term relationship. Your soul probably wants to get married. Your soul wants to have kids. Your soul wants to do so many different things. But if you're afraid to say hello, how is your soul gonna experience anything?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
All we're here to do, guys, all we're here to do is experience.
Mm-hmm.
And experience has good, bad, and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot escape it. We can't escape it. So the bottom line is to elevate your mindset and realize, oh, it's just all about experience. So let me go out here and experience things.
Right.
Exactly. And it's like, I'm gonna say this one last thing before I let y'all go, man. Guys are so fucking goofy talking about something's gonna take so much time and shit. You know what really is gonna take so much time? Dealing with a bitch that's uncooperative and shit. And talking to 25 women, you can fucking do that in like 1 hour, 30 minutes. Like, I was just at Times Square. I ran through 25 bitches in like 40 minutes. And like I said, I spoke to way more than that. It don't even take that much time. I don't know what the fuck these niggas are talking about. Niggas got to get off the internet and go live life more.
Exactly. Exactly. Real talk.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, man. Look, I just see another shorty right there. I'm about to go holler at her.
All right, have fun, bro. Have fun. That's what it's all about, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we got George on the line.
Yeah, we got 781. Come back.
Yo.
All right, what's going on, man? What's going name? You say George? How old are you?
23, Mass, PayPal.
All right, that's what's up. Where did you send it?
PayPal.
Okay, I got him. He good.
Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. All right, so go ahead with your question.
Cool. So, yeah, you know how I'll be talking about like mouthpiece, and you got to develop your mouthpiece and stuff.
Okay.
I was listening to Lucario, I think it was like earlier today, and he was talking about like if you want to be more smooth, it's not necessarily like figuring out what to say. It's just you being more comfortable with yourself, and then those things will kind of come up naturally.
Right.
So I just wanted to clarify that. Is that what mouthpiece really is? Where it's like you're not necessarily sitting there being like, oh, what am I going to say? It's just more so going into the reaction, being like, I'm gonna be myself, and then whatever comes up naturally, that's gonna be kind of like my mouthpiece to get what I want, which would be, to hook up to whatever. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. So basically, all your mouthpiece is to convey what's in your mind out loud.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that you can get a certain, desired outcome, or you're going in a certain direction. See, the thing is this: the mouthpiece is directly tied to the mindset. So what happens is that the things that you say are being said because you have a particular mindset. And then also what happens is things you're not saying are not being said because you have a particular mindset. So for example, if I always use this, would you call your best friend and tell him to meet you on a roof so y'all could jump off?
Negative.
Right. Because you're like, that shit, we can't do that. There's gravity. We're going to fall and die. So that's why you would never say that, because you don't believe that is possible, or you think it's a stupid thing to say. So you just don't say it. Right. So what happens is the opposite is true. You say the things and you convey the things that you think are possible. So this is why a lot of guys have an issue being direct sexually with women. Why? Because they don't think it's possible that the woman is going to be attracted to them like that to actually have sex with them by them being direct. So therefore they don't say it. So them saying something sexual to the woman is the same as me telling you to tell your friend to jump off the roof. They believe it's impossible, therefore they don't say it. What they do is they say other shit around it. And that's why they have a weak mouthpiece, because their mindset is weak. They're like, well, I can't say these things, so I'm going to say these other things that I feel like I should say because that makes me feel safe. So that means that their mouthpiece is weak because their mindset is weak. You see what I'm saying? It's all connected. Right. All mouthpiece really is a way to convey what you want to happen. So you go into McDonald's and saying, yo, let me get a large fry with a Coke and the number 2, that's using your mouthpiece. You're saying what's in your mind out loud to get a certain outcome. That's all it is.
Okay, I got you. So if I'm with a shorty and like she has like some red lip gloss, I'm like, damn, like your lips look max sexy right now. Like, let's go back to the crib. Like that would be me using my mouthpiece or something like that, right? Because that's what's on my mind. And then plus I'm also being genuine because like that's really what's on my mind. You feel me? So it's like that would be like an example of it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because the woman has to respond to what you're thinking and saying in order for you to see if she's down with what you're talking about.
Right.
What you're talking about should be directly linked to what you want. You see what I'm saying? That's why we tell you guys, you got to understand yourself, understand your masculine identity. This is why I tell you guys to go to masculineidentitymembership.com, right? Because once you understand your identity, then you understand what you want. Once you understand what you want, then it's easier for you to convey what you want. When you convey what you want, then you're giving the woman the opportunity to respond to that so that that thing can happen.
Yo, okay, I gotcha. Because I had that epiphany, and I was like, damn, like low key. When I had that, like what you're saying is what I had like the epiphany around, and I was like, low key, like then if that's the case, like I really don't give a fuck about like 99.9% of the shit that like people will be talking about. You feel me? So like that's kind of like what made me think about that, where it's like, wait, so this is what LaCar will be talking about, where it's like be you, like authentically you. It's like bring up the shit that you want to talk about, and if that's what you want to talk about, let that happen. And if she's with it, then you know it's cool. But if it's not, like just keep it pushing. You feel me? So it's kind of like the difference between like communicating and like talking. Like communicating has like a goal, but like talking is just yapping. You're just talking.
Right. Real talk. Real talk. Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you. Have a good weekend. Take it easy. All right,
check.
All right, so we could get back to the video.
Ooh, all right, let's do this. This shit crazy though. There's something near the end that I want to show you that he says. So it just blows my mind. But let's continue.
If you didn't, go check it out. But the better the marketing, the easier the sales. You still got to close. You still have to have a level of social skills, of social calibration to be a leader. That's why all those tactics, that's why you had to do all this talking back in the day, because people are trying to manufacture attraction that isn't there. That's why dudes struggle. That's why when you see girls in these reels of dudes cold approaching women and that's getting a number on Instagram, but then they don't ever show you what happens after that. You got all these dudes in the comments that are like, yeah, real men go through what they want. Oh yeah, shout out to him for being confident approaching the girl. Which yeah, I mean, if you get nervous when it comes to approaching girls and you overcome that, I think that is dope because you're overcoming a fear. But there's many different avenues of life that you can do the same thing and really get more benefits, to be honest.
Well, if it's good to get over the fear and do it, then why tell niggas not to do it? And then say, well, there's other things that you can do. Well, if you're trying to say there's other things, right? Then you're still avoiding doing that, which means you have fear of doing that thing.
Facts.
So what are we talking about? This is crazy.
You guys talk about having balls and cold approach a woman, but I want to see you guys in the fight gym. Go in the fight gym, bro. Go get hit in the face. You won't do that though. You don't have the balls to do that, but you're gonna have the balls to cold approach a girl that ain't into you. But
let's see. You see how he said? You see the wording? You're colding approaching a woman who ain't into you. How do you know she's not into you until you approach?
How do you know?
You see what I'm saying? You see the mindset?
The assumption mindset is just ridiculous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of you guys, you assume too much.
Right.
Assume way too much. This is why another thing I try to tell guys as far as mindset, have a mindset of discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of assuming all that shit, go find out.
Right.
Like go find out. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I find you attractive, and I came over here to give you the opportunity to meet the flyest guy you ever gonna meet. My name is Miles. How you doing?
Exactly.
Right. And then she, well, you know, I have a boyfriend, or I'm not interested. Oh, okay, cool. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the success.
Right.
Because there's something that you didn't know before that you know now.
Right.
Either you found out she's not interested, or you found out she got a boyfriend, or you found out the possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And it was you who took the initiative to find that out. That is the success.
Exactly.
But again, it's a mindset thing.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
That's what I'm saying. The better the marketing and the branding, the physical presentation is, the less you got to do all this. You still got.
You see, he's fucking up. He said the better the marketing, the physical presentation, the less you have to do all this talking. No, nigga. Because part of the attraction is the whole entire presentation and interaction.
There you go.
Also, if the marketing is good, but the product is shit, you're going to be out of business. You see what I'm saying? So dudes is so worried about the aesthetic. And then what happens is the woman may see you and be like, oh, he looks good. But then when they get to the product, which is you, they realize, oh, this product ain't shit. It's defective. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about, man?
Got to close, though, as I said. You still got to close. If you notice a girl's choosing you, you still got to approach. Introduce yourself. Be like, hey, listen, I noticed that we've been, eyeing each other. Maybe you can even give her a compliment. I don't mind giving compliments to girls because it's genuine. And I already know that she's into me. So, I mean, I think validation is fine if it's an equal exchange of validation. I don't get too caught up in that stuff, man.
So what constitutes an equal exchange of validation?
Right.
Oh my God.
This shit funny, bro.
I like to give genuine compliments because I just have an ability to pinpoint specific things about.
You know what was funny? He said, I don't mind giving her a compliment because I already know she's into me. But the reason why he's saying I know she's into me because he's thinking based on a choosing signal. So he thinks she's into him because of the signal. You see what I'm saying? But you guys don't understand that just because a woman is giving you a choosing signal doesn't mean she's into you because she don't fucking know you. You understand? So she's into the idea of who she thinks you are. So when you come over and approach and talk to her, when you start talking and she hears the sound of your voice and she realizes, okay, this motherfucker's a weirdo, is she still into you or did she change her mind? Which means she had to choose you again and she decided not to choose you. That's how it works. Let's continue.
Girls, like whether it's just their fashion, style, the way they're wearing their hair, I don't know. I can pick up on those things. I've always been able to pick up on details, so I leverage that. I don't have a problem with that. Have a little bit of a small talk. Ask her how her night's going. What are her and her friends, up to? Introduce yourself to the friends so you don't seem like you're just completely ignoring her. You're being kind, being courteous, being aware of her friend being there. And then just say, hey, listen, boy, I got to get back to my friends. But you have your phone on you? Yeah, here.
And so why couldn't you do that without the choosing signal? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. What is everything he's saying? Cool. You could have did that without her looking at you. Oh, but no, well, I don't want to do that because what if she doesn't like me and she says no? Crazy.
Put my number in and then you can reach out to me. And when our schedules align, we'll get together sometime and I'll plan something out for us. How's that sound? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. Here's my number. Boom. It's like that. There's no magic words, man. There's no magic words. There doesn't need to be any magic words because the attraction takes care of all that. That's why those dudes, the pickup artist people, had to come up with all these tactics and words to manufacture something that wasn't there. And how do I know that? Because I did the same shit when I was trying to cold DM people and trying to get prospects and clients. Everything that you hear in the pickup artist industry and cold approach, I did all that stuff, but in business. Even though if you're going to do that, if you're going to cold approach, you're going to cold DM, it makes more sense to do that when it comes to business and making money because you're making money. You need money. You don't necessarily need women to survive. You don't need the women that don't want you. You see what I'm saying? I used to believe in all the words and stuff like that when I was trying to cold DM the psychology and all that stuff, but I only got so far as the other person let me. If the person did,
right, because you're not being you. See, with all that pickup artisty stuff, they're still trying to do tactics for the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You're not being you, which means you are not the value. See, this is what you guys got to understand about game. What makes a woman attracted to you and get attached to you is she understands and experiences your uniqueness.
Right.
That's what makes her say, oh, this guy, I can't keep my eyes off him. I can't stop thinking about him, all that other shit. Because you are one of one. Shout out to Steve. That's what Steve says. You're one of one. So now she's like, damn, I never met a guy like this guy before. Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about him, blah, blah, blah. Because the experience I had with him, I haven't had with anybody. He's him. But when you're doing all these tactics and all this pickup artist stuff, of course, that's fake. You're trying to manufacture the attraction. And that's why shit is all over the place. But let's continue.
Didn't care to have a conversation with me. It didn't matter what I could say. It didn't matter about psychology and sales. They they slammed that shit. They stopped that shit. They didn't allow me to continue having the conversation because they weren't interested. Same thing when it comes to cold approaching girls. If they're not interested in you, bro, it doesn't matter what the hell you say. It doesn't matter what the hell you say. And here's my thing. If it's really just about words, and it's like, well, then anybody can really say anything to the girl, and she can be attracted to every guy. If there was really about magic lines and all this shit and magic words, like we're in Harry Potter, which I love Harry Potter, right? If we're over here doing, magic tricks with our wands, swish and flick, Wingardium Leviosa on these girls. Like, if we're gonna be doing that, like every man would be able to get women. Every man would be able to get women.
So wait, every man can get women?
Yo, I'm mad he know the fucking the words for the spells in Harry Potter.
You know the terms and shit. That's funny. That's funny. Hilarious. All right, let's go.
It's just about saying the right words, but it's not. Because girls are gonna be. She has to be into you physically. She has to be sexually attracted to you, or else it doesn't matter what you say.
You see how he said physically then sexually attracted, two different things. See, but a lot of these guys intertwine them as it's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you can work on your physical and you can still not be sexually appealing. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
When you do this, you still got to close. You still got to maximize on opportunities, fellas. But the better your marketing is, the better your physical presentation is, the less that you have to rely on selling. You still got to close, but the close is going to be very easy because the attraction, the marketing attracted the girl because she was already.
But see, it's not selling. See, his mindset is cold approaching is selling. He's thinking about it like cold calls, like you're selling yourself to the woman. See, when you approach a woman, what you're doing is you're giving her an opportunity to fuck with a man. Do you understand that? Meaning a woman's, see, what you got to understand is most women deal with males. They deal with guys who don't have game. They deal with guys who are simps. They deal with guys who are tricks, guys who are losers. That's the large majority of what women engage in.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a man, right, you have game, right? You're confident, right? You got all this shit popping off. What happens is that by you approaching her, you're presenting her with an opportunity so that she can actually choose correctly. And then therefore she's setting up a situation where she has a man that she can follow. That's how it works. So it's not you selling yourself.
Into you in the first place. And the attraction is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Now, moving on to the fifth reason is that simply by cold approaching women, especially if you're span approaching, bro, it just looks low value to me. It is low value.
Now this is the part that I really wanted to get to. So he's saying that approaching women is low value. Right? Now, if approaching women is low value and not approaching women would be, I guess, high value, wouldn't the women be low value if they're the ones giving you the signal or approaching you? And if the women are low value by giving you the signal or approaching you because they're the ones doing this stuff first, why would a high value man like you want to fuck with them? You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense, but let's continue. Let's see what he's saying.
You're lowering your value to the woman because you have to go to her. You have to qualify yourself to her. So you actually are the performer. You're performing for her. You
see how he thinks about it? You're performing for her.
Yep.
So you have to go to her.
I thought it was just talking.
Right. So now he's saying the one that basically starts it is the lower value one. The one who is, being approached or chosen, so the one who's being chosen is the more higher value, and the one doing the choosing, I guess, is the lower value one. Because if it's low value for you to go and approach a woman, again, wouldn't it be low value for the woman to give you the signal or approach you? Because we have to use the same logic. Because you can't be low value for approaching her, but then she's not low value for approaching you. See what I'm saying? So what are we talking about here? But let's continue.
You're trying to prove yourself to a woman that you don't even know, and you only like her, you only want her because you find her attractive.
You see the verbiage? You see the words?
What are you
trying to prove yourself?
I don't know you. What are we? Oh, you see, man, wow.
This is why niggas need help.
Wow. Guys, please just get on the Bad Boy membership.
Facts.
Get on the Masculine Identity membership. Understand your value. Understand that when you say hello to someone, you're not proving yourself to them. Please. Lord fucking man.
Let's go.
That's it. That's the only that you don't even know. Like, aside from the looks, you don't even know why you want her. You don't even know why you're attracted to her.
Wait a second. So he said, besides the looks, you don't even know why you want her. You don't know why you're attracted to her. But then on the flip side, he's saying the women, you should work on your appearance and your looks and your marketing so that women can choose you based on your look. Well, which one is it? This is what I'm saying. So you're saying, the only reason you want to cold approach her is because of the way she looks. But on the flip side, I want her to choose me because I look good. Huh? Don't make no sense. Let's continue.
And most of you guys fumbled. You guys don't even know how to maximize opportunity. That's what kills me the most. Is you guys don't even know how to maximize opportunity. Mr. Real Men go for what they want, but you ain't even getting what you want. Unless rejection is what you want. But you can't talk about real men and real men have balls that they approach women when you don't even get what they want, or you don't get what you want, you don't get the woman, and you get rejected. You get your rocks off from getting rejected by girls. If that's the case, then okay, cool. There's other ways of getting rejected in different aspects of life. As I said in a couple of videos ago, I would rather you do everything you can to try to qualify for a job. You did everything. You prepped for the interview. You had the great resume. You prepped the night before. You did everything that you could, but you still got rejected. I mean, shit, that takes more masculinity to me because you're trying to level up your finance.
See, you notice he always goes away from women to something else. He's saying, well, I would rather you get rejected by the job. You know why he'd rather you get rejected by the job? Because you guys are directly tying your sense of identity and masculinity to what the woman says. Because when the job tells you no, you don't be like, man, am I a man? And you don't take it personally. You just you kind of probably disappointed, like, damn, I didn't get the job, but you don't look at it as like something's wrong with you.
Right.
To that extent. But when the girl says no, oh my God, the world is over. Also, what's funny about it is this. See, he's talking about approaching is low value, right? But if you have a guy who's a dope ass basketball player in his neighborhood and the NBA approaches him to give him a contract, is the NBA low value now? You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody sees a nigga rapping on the street and he's like, yo, this nigga's nice, I'm approach him and sign him to my label. Is the label low value? Because he's approaching that guy to change his life? Huh?
Man, why do you hate yourself, young man?
You see what I'm saying? Shit is ridiculous. Let's continue.
You're trying to level up your career, which is going to help you maximize different aspects of your life. There's many different ways to learn from rejection and receive more benefits from it than just solely getting rejected by a girl. In my opinion. Again, if you have a fear of talking to girls, yeah, like, okay, cool. I get that. I get it from that angle. I'm not going to take that away from men. I get it from that angle. But if all you're doing is just getting rejected and you're not even getting what you want, Mr. Real Men go for what they want. If you're not even getting what you want, then what are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's just low value to me, man. It's low value. You got to perform for these girls. You're trying to qualify. You're trying to qualify who you are as a man and trying to manufacture attraction because you solely find her attractive.
And see, he's speaking from his experience. That's probably how he approaches women, or how he feels when he's approaching women.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you're performing. What is this performance that we're doing for these women? That's what I would like to know. Because if you mean performing means stating what I want and seeing if a woman will follow, then, I don't know how that's a performance when she has to be the one to actually choose to do what I'm saying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not, how am I performing for you when I'm basically giving her a job to do? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm presenting her with an opportunity. So how is that performing? Because I thought performing was you doing something just for the other person's entertainment and pleasure.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what are we talking about here? But let's continue.
I mean, okay, dope. Yeah, we're attracted. We're going to be attracted to attractive women. People are attracted to attractive people, but we got to be more mature. We got to be more sophisticated. We got to be more long-term thinking. We got to be more in-depth with the traits that we look for in women. Because as I say in my videos a lot, the reason why Jews go through a lot of BS with women is because they get too caught up with the looks. And the looks is men use women's looks as a pass to just get treated any kind of way from certain women. That's why it's better to become a man that can attract women to him, because the women that you attract to you are going to treat you a lot better. They're going to treat you like a king if you first and foremost treat yourself like a king first, which if you do that, that's going to be a reflection of how women treat you. Your dating life, your results in life in general, doesn't matter, not even just dating. business, finances, fitness, everything is a reflection of you. And everything is about how you frame things too, man. Because I used to think in scarcity. I used to think from the glass half empty.
So wait, if he said everything is how you frame things, then why are you framing things to tell niggas not to approach as if it's something bad? Because that's how he's framing it. Right? So if it's about how you frame things and you can control how you frame things, right? Why are you framing this as something negative?
Right.
It don't make no sense. But let's continue.
But it's all about how you shape things in your mind. Everything is all about how you frame things in your mind, bro. You can look at if you're not seeing successful women, you can look at it as an opportunity of just solely depending on your genetics, which yes, they do play a role. I'm not denying that. But I see a lot of men with women at the same point who don't have the Chad and Tyrone looks either, that aren't super tall. I know a person in my family, a girl in my family, who was dating a dude who was like 5'6", 5'7", black man. Didn't look like a
You talking about you, Miles? 5'6", 5'7".
Tyrone facially. He was jacked to the gills though. He was big as hell. He was jacked, dressed well, wearing clothes that were well fitted to his body. Right? Stylish, fresh, maximize every aspect of him that he could. And the girl in my family, she was dating him. She was all about him. Again, he didn't have the Tyrone height. He didn't have the Tyrone facial aesthetics. He didn't have all that, but he was jacked though, and dressed well. He was fly.
K Zagan said you could tell his So you could tell he's had his ego bruised. He just assumed because some women thought he was attractive that it would curry favor with him being able to get with women he actually was attracted to. Exactly. That's a fact. I'm telling you, listen, a lot of these look smackser, freaking handsome man game dudes.
Yeah.
Bruh. They usually have the worst game, bro. It's crazy. It's good. Look, you're gonna see soon. You're gonna say some more shit. It's hilarious.
I see this all the time. You guys don't go out. That's the thing. You guys don't go out. You just like to attach your everything is a cope at the end of the day. It is. But you guys, you doomer gloomers, you guys cope through other men who don't show their faces online. You cope by vicariously living through their pain and experiences that you haven't even had yourself. It's just the whole concept of misery likes company. Your way of coping is by coping by hearing other people going through the same problems and experiences as you, which is fine to a degree at first. But if there's what's the solution? That's where are we going from here? And here's the thing: a lot of you guys don't actually want to give up. A lot of you guys don't, because then you wouldn't be watching this content. You wouldn't be watching this content. You wouldn't be leaving comments. If you really wanted to give up, that's why I'm saying you don't want to give up. I know you don't, bro.
But he's saying to give up on cold approaching, though. I just think, whatever.
You're still looking for answers. You're still looking for secrets. If that wasn't the case, you would stop watching these videos. You wouldn't watch content, and you would just be doing your own thing. You'd be living your life. And really, the answers are within yourself, man, and how you want to shape and look at things. Call it woo-woo. Call it not practical. It is what it is, man. Life is way beyond just the physical. But anyway.
Wait. He just said life is way beyond the physical, but he's saying to look smacks and get physically more appealing so you don't have to cold approach and women will come to you.
That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy is ridiculous. He don't even see it. The hypocrisy is ridiculous.
He said life is more than just the physical. But then I'm going to do a whole video telling you to make sure that you're mostly focusing on this physical so you don't have to approach women. Crazy.
Ways, man, when you're cold approaching, bro, you're just letting the girl know that you're putting her above you. You're performing for her. I don't care what you guys said. You're still performing. Even if you get the girl. Let's say this. Even if you get the girl, you get the number, get the Instagram, you go out on a date with her, maybe even if you guys are intimate. She still knows that you approached her. She still knows that you had to go to her because you didn't believe that you were the man that actually should have been attracting her.
What are we talking about here? So wait a second. So if you're in a long-term situation with a woman or you start dating her and all this other stuff, right? If you approach her, she's going to be like, this guy sucks. Because I remember when we first met, he actually approached me like a man. and told me what he wanted, and we like, what are you talking about? So now, so the other way around is more feasible, meaning like, oh yeah, girl, I saw that guy from across the room and he was too pussy to talk to me, so I gave him some choosing signals, and then he came over and finally talked to me. So that's a better story. Like, what are we talking about? Do you guys understand that part of the attraction a woman has for you is the fact that you are approaching her? Do you guys not understand that? Part of what makes a woman attracted to you is the approach. You understand? See, the thing is this, like, I remember there were times where I would go to these events, I'd be out at these clubs and spots or whatever, and the part that would turn the girl on was the fact that I was assertive and in some situations aggressive with the approach. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine, like, there's times where I would see a chick and I'd be like, you, come here. And I would say, come here. You feel what I'm saying? And she'd be like, and then she'll walk over. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll look her dead in her eyes and I'll be like, listen, what took you so long to get over here? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, oh shit. And I've had women on many occasions say, oh my God, you talk to every girl like this? Oh my God, like that type of, like they're clutching their pearls type of energy. Because they're like, damn, this shit it's super fucking dominant and aggressive.
Right.
That shit get they pussy wet. You guys don't understand this shit. You see what I'm saying? But again, because dudes are out here, doing their eyelashes and standing across the room waiting for choosing signals. This is the type of shit that happens.
Hey, once enough women on social media say that they like guys who wear nail polish,
right?
These niggas is gonna start painting their nails, all of them.
That's a fact.
Hey, all of you guys who don't value yourselves and put more value into what others think, good luck, man. Good luck.
That's a fact. This shit crazy, but we almost finished. Let's continue this shit.
She knows that. She knows that you believe that you're beneath her. And I promise you this, she will make sure that you know that based on how she treats you. She's going to keep it a stack. And that's how people are in general. It's not just women.
So a woman thinks you're beneath her for approaching her. Interesting. It's very interesting. So wait a second. Check this out. So a woman thinks that you're above her, but you're following her lead by waiting for her to give you a signal. Does that make sense? So, okay, think about it. If you're in a company, right? Does the vice president take cues from the motherfucker in the mailroom? You see what I'm saying? Like, does the vice president say, "Man, I gotta wait for this mailroom nigga to give me a call before I make a decision today about the merger between our company and the next company. I'm just waiting for them to give me the signal to let me know what I gotta do." No, nigga. They're not doing that shit. So the thing is that how is it that when a woman is giving you the okay to move, which means she's leading you, you understand what I'm saying? She's leading you. That's what waiting for signals is, and waiting for her to approach. Because he's trying to frame it as, well, you got to get real sexy, and then the girls are going to come to you, and that makes you this high value man. No, nigga. What happens is that you're waiting for a woman to give you a signal for you to now move.
Right.
See, part of what makes the woman attracted to you by you approaching her is because you as a man took action based on what you wanted to do. Do you understand? So what you're essentially saying is that I, as a man, am making my own decisions based on my intent of what I want to do. And so what the woman says is, oh shit, this guy's a man. I like that he's going in a certain direction, and I want to follow him based on the fact he's doing what he wants to do. That's how it works. Because you're already being that guy. You understand? So I don't have to wait for you to give me a signal for me to talk to you, and me sitting there saying, well, I can't talk to her until she gives me the okay. That's not manly. That's not no masculine shit. I'm supposed to wait. So you know when you see those old those movies that take place where the you have the dominant king or some shit, and he says to the person is silent, and he says, "You may speak," and then the person speaks. Yeah. That's how these choosing signal niggas are. The chicks is like, "You may speak," and then they rush over there. Oh, hey, how's it going? They had to wait for the bitch to tell them they may speak. This is crazy.
Why do you hate yourself, young?
This is crazy, but let's continue. This is wild.
But when women are really into you, they will show that they're into you based on their actions and how they treat you. When they're not really into you, they'll also do the same thing. And we do that all the time. Men and women. I'm not just trying to get at women. I don't bash women. I don't do all that. There's other content creators who are better at that than me. I don't need to do all that. I don't care to. I really don't. And I know you guys don't like just hearing dudes bashing other women and shit. Like, that's why a lot of you guys actually watch my channel, because you're tired of all that shit. But the last reason, man, is just reason number 6. You just don't have any leverage. And it's not an efficient way of dating, too. I know you guys are going to hear people say, well, cold approach gives you more chances at bat. Well, here's the thing. A baseball still has to come to you for you to actually swing the bat and hit it, doesn't it?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There's a reason why they call it shooting your shot. Because shooting your shot means that you can take the ball as many times as you want and shoot the fucking ball. You don't have to wait for the ball to come to you. That's why they call it shooting your shot.
It's basketball, not baseball.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, the baseball has to come to you before you can hit it. No, nigga, shoot your shot.
The baseball still needs to come to you. You can get more attempts at bat when you dial yourself in, you maximize what you absolutely can. And when you're getting choosing signals, when you're getting girls messaging you first, replying to your stories, those are opportunities that you can maximize to get your attempts at bat. Because
see, I've always said this, is that within a relationship, any type of relationship you're having, somebody has to submit.
Right.
Somebody. So one person is submitting to the other person in any type of relationship. Matter of fact, Miles, how many times I went with you on photo shoots at the weddings and shit?
Right.
And so what will happen is that Miles will be actually leading and I would be following his lead because I'm not the photographer. I would just hold the lights or I would fix something over here. He'd be like, hey, can you do that? Because I need it. So I'm helping him. So I'm following his lead. So essentially I'm submitting to the mission. I'm under the mission of making this photo shoot happen, but Miles is leading.
Facts.
So in any type of dynamic, there's somebody that is submitting to the other. Now, what happens is in this dynamic between him and a woman, what he doesn't understand is that he's submitting to the woman in this situation. The difference, though, in this situation is that when you submit to a woman, right, she does not see you as masculine and therefore can't really be attracted to you like that.
Exactly. That's what they don't understand.
You see what I mean? That's what they don't understand. It's like it's so ridiculous that these guys don't understand it. But let's continue.
I said the baseball still has to come to you. The girl can still send her interest to you, showcase attraction to you, and then you can maximize on that opportunity and those interactions that you have the girls that choose you.
See, because he keeps saying, well, the girls are going to DM you, he's like, well, wait for these girls to do this, then you move, which means you are under her mission. You understand? Because she started the interaction, which means her mission is to interact with you on her terms, because this is the part that these shooting signal guys don't get. You don't know why the girl is hollering at you. You have no idea. She's like, let me DM this nigga so I could probably get him to buy me a Birkin bag.
Exactly.
Let me DM this nigga so I'm bored. You know what? I've been bored. I need somebody to take me out. You know what? My ex just dumped me and I need some attention from this other guy. Let me DM him and holler at him and talk to him and give him the choosing signal.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
because here's the thing they kind of overlook. It's that when you wait for the choosing signal, you are at the behest of whatever their agenda is.
Exactly.
But here's the other thing too. Another reason why they even consider the whole choosing signal situation is because they have no idea how to instruct women. You see what I'm saying? They don't when these guys think of the word approach, or even when they use the term cold approach,
right?
They're already defeated because they're looking at it like I'm going to her to get something from her.
Exactly.
They don't understand the mindset that I'm a fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Simply what I have in my ball sack can change her fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Simply. Like we're not even talking about all the other shit. Just the God-given proof of procreation. What I have in my nuts can change this bitch's life in the next 9 months, straight up and down.
Right.
Right. But these guys think I'm going to get something from her instead of considering that they are going to offer the woman something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's literally a mindset of not considering their value, straight up and down.
Right.
They're putting all the value into the female.
Mm-hmm.
It just sickens me because, again, why do you hate yourself so much?
Exactly.
How can you not recognize your value?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where you really guys, I swear to y'all, rejection don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
If I say hello to someone and they just don't feel like talking, how is that really rejection when she didn't even get the chance to get to know me?
Right. So what is she rejecting? How is she rejecting you and she don't know you? You see what I'm saying?
Like, it really don't make any sense, bro. Like, it's so weird, man.
Well, let's continue this shit. Hold on, I'm about to wrap this shit up.
And here's the thing, and I said this, man. The girls that may choose you may not be the Instagram baddies that you want, but you guys gotta stop glorifying those girls, man.
See, he said the women who would choose you are not going to be the Instagram baddies you want. So basically, okay, so think about it this way. Think about how crazy this is. So let's just say you want those Instagram baddies, right? So what you're saying is, guys, don't approach those baddies. Just wait to get approached. But the women that you're waiting to approach you are not going to be the women you actually want.
Right.
So you're telling the guy to not approach and go after what he wants and to wait for something to settle for. Huh? Like, what are we talking about then? That makes no sense, but let's continue.
Yes, we want attractive women, but we don't want just attractive women physically. A woman's behavior and personality traits are always going to trump her looks, bro.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So he said a woman's personality and character are going to trump her looks, but he's telling y'all niggas to look better to attract women. How, Sway? How? So all of a sudden, the woman's looks ain't, they don't really matter like that. What's really important, what's really the draw, is her personality and her character. But then for you guys have to look good.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
So your character and personality means nothing, guys. It's all about looks maxing. It's all about gym maxing. Your personality means shit. But you guys remember, the woman's character and personality always trumps her looks, guys. What kind of contradictory shit is this?
God.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking? So I'm saying, this is ridiculous.
Always. And who aren't out here actually getting women like that, who don't have experience with women and interacting with women, you guys wouldn't know that. Because you're just living vicariously through content creators, bro.
And so what he's basically saying is this. See, he's talking about himself right now. Always remember, when people are talking online, they're talking about themselves. So what he's saying is, he's like, the choosing signals that I get, they're not from the Instagram baddies. They're from probably cute women, right? So you guys just don't expect to get the Instagram baddies. And also, because they're pretty cute and they have, a good personality, I still fuck with them, which is, ain't nothing wrong with that. But right. The problem is that it's disingenuous to say, hey guys, a woman's character and personality trumps her looks. But for you guys, your looks are going to trump your personality and character. Like, what the fuck are we saying? This shit is comedy.
And even the men that support me and like me, to have your best interest at heart, don't just listen to stuff I say, go out and apply it, which some of you guys are doing, and I appreciate you guys. I love seeing you guys saying, Jordan, ever since I implemented your tips, and the lessons that you teach through your videos. I've been able to get XYZ results, bro. I love that. That shit makes my day, man. Keep up the good work. I love hearing that shit, man. I love hearing that shit because you guys are actually putting the goddamn work. You guys are being the real men who are actually. You're a real man, Mr. Real men go for what they want. Put that energy in and actually level yourself up, so then you can actually get the women who actually want you and are going to treat you like a king because you did it first, instead of attracting women who aren't going to give you that energy. See, that's why women that's why they don't give these men, the men that just cold approach and there's no indicators of interest or attraction. That's why they don't give these dudes the time of day. That's why they don't give them good energy, high interest, pleasant interactions, which most girls are actually nice, man. I've seen in person where dudes are spam approaching girls at the bar and shit, and these girls are doing their very best to be nice and polite to these men, but you can just tell based on the fact that their body shifted away from the dude. They'll maybe say 1 or 2, 3 words to the guy and then turn back to their friends. I've even seen girls have faces of disgust when they turn away from the dude. They'll be nice to him and try to keep up a nice, pleasant, polite demeanor to the dude, but then turn away to her friend and be like, girl, God, like, you won't leave us alone type of facial expression. See, you dudes don't even pick up on that shit.
And who cares? Like, he's saying that like that's an issue. Mm-hmm. See, a lot of the things that guys are crying about with approaching, oh, but what if she, she doesn't want to even bother to talk to you, and she's gonna be like, oh, who's this guy, and I don't really want to be talking. And so, who gives a shit? Like, it's so funny how these guys actually act like this is some thing that is like there's a consequence to this. I approach a woman can say, hey, I'm not interested in talking to anybody right now. All right, you have a nice day. I walk away. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Right.
This shit is crazy, but let's continue.
And if you weren't so much stuck on living through vicariously through other content creators and typing all this shit and acting like real, and by the way, you leaving comments saying that real men, the men that have balls, cold approach women, if you were really a masculine man, you wouldn't be leaving a comment like that anyways. At the end of the day, man, you just have no leverage. You have no efficiency when it comes to dating. That's why I would suggest men that level up themselves to the best of their ability, so you have leverage in the sense where women are coming to you. You can decide whether or not you want to continue the interaction with her. If number one, yes, there's mutual physical attraction there, but you guys have a good vibe. You guys have good chemistry, good conversation. She makes it easy for you to have a conversation with her because her attraction for you, as your attraction for her, is going to carry a lot of the chemistry and the vibe anyways. It's going to make the conversations flow naturally. A lot of what is communicated is not said through words. It's through body language. It's through connection, through chemistry. Yeah, I mean, that may sound, however you want to take it, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And I said in videos, man, I've been with very beautiful girls physically who their personalities were shit. Our chemistry was shit. I didn't have a good time with them. Whereas with the girls who were still attractive, but maybe not as physically attractive as those girls, but those girls who were still physically attractive had a much better personality than those other girls.
Again, the contradictions is heavy. So he said there were beautiful girls I didn't really connect with, and then there were girls who aren't so beautiful, meaning they weren't as good looking, but it was a vibe and everything was cool. So how come a guy, right, can just approach a woman, cold approach a woman, and the vibe and all the chemistry is popping? How come?
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So why does he have to looks max and get the marketing all crazy and be on, do all this extra shit, if he in his own words said on the flip side, right, that he was able to or interact with women that it wasn't all about looks on that end, meaning that, oh, she didn't have to be the best looking chick, but I still fucked with her, right? So if that's the case, wouldn't it also be you don't got to be the best looking guy and the chick will fuck with you? Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like these guys don't even realize what they be saying when they say certain things. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. But this shit about to end. We'll just let it run through his last minute and shit.
Where I just had so much of a better time with them. And they actually became more physically attractive to me because of the personality.
What? So they became more physically attractive because of the personality. So you trying to tell me that doesn't happen when you approach a woman, and because you have a tight mouthpiece, because you're charismatic, because you're confident, that does not play into the attractive energy? Is that what, like, this is what I'm saying? What are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? Like, it's like, this shit is hilarious. Like, bruh, you said don't cold approach. 6 reasons why. And the reasons why you're saying is, well, if these chicks were attracted to you enough physically, then they would come to you and check you out and give you choosing signals. But then on the flip side, you say, I dealt with these women who weren't as attractive as the other women, but their personality and all this stuff made them more attractive to me. Bruh, you think it don't work on the other side? Wow, man. Guys, this is why y'all need us.
Right.
Period.
Because basically what he's saying is that men's personality and character has no value whatsoever.
Exactly, right.
I mean, that's why we created the masculine identity, guys.
Facts.
Because we're here to show you that your identity actually, that's what actually matters.
Mm-hmm.
It's your identity that matters.
Right.
You being who you are, that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the only thing that sets you apart from every other man on the face of the planet.
Exactly.
Literally. And so you go out and you meet people, and then the people that fuck with you, because it's you, those are the people that you include in your life.
Exactly. Because look at it. Dudes be worried about the surface. Because he's like, well, I'm a good-looking looks maxer guy.
Yeah.
How many other guys are good-looking? So how does that separate him from all the other guys that are good-looking?
Right.
Because if you look at him, he kind of resembles like a Chris Brown type of nigga. So right. So imagine him, Chris Brown, and all the other Chris Brown looking niggas. What separates you from the rest of these guys? Right? What separates you is your own unique identity.
Exactly.
So this is what we telling you guys. Just like he said, well, the girls weren't, all that, they weren't the best looking, but their personality and vibe made me like them. Why? Because there was something about who they are, who they were in that situation that made you say, yo, I like her.
Right.
Come on, fam. Y'all got to stop trying to, come with this. There's no shortcuts in this game, people. It's no shortcuts. Let's round this shit up real quick.
That's just me, though. It's going to be a lot more efficient for you to attract women to you because you're not constantly having to actually respond to women. You're not constantly having to adjust to women. You're constantly not having to sell yourself to women. They got to come to you.
Okay, that's enough. You see, a lot of these guys, you know what they think? They think because a woman checks them out and the woman thinks they're physically attractive, that now everything is just smooth now. Oh, she likes me, and that's it. And we're off to the races.
Right.
You know, see what I'm saying? You know what the funny part is? He's like, oh, the girl's going to come to you. She's going to DM you. You know how many times women have, hit me up first on these dating apps or hit me up in a DM or whatever? And let's say, for example, the girl hits you up first on a dating app, right? I say to the girl, yo, let's go out to get drinks. You know what she says to me? Oh, can we go get dinner instead? So if she's telling me let's go get dinner instead, what the fuck difference did it make that she DM me first?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? She's still not cooperating. She's still not following my lead. So even if a girl gives me a choosing signal and I go up and approach her and I say, yo, let's get up out of here. And she's like, nah, actually, I just want to stay here and drink. Then what the fuck difference did it make that she gave me the choosing signal if she ain't following what the fuck I'm saying?
Exactly.
You see what I mean? So it's like these niggas.
And that's the difference between you and most of these cats. They will see the choosing signal and say, hey, what's up, girl? And then she say, can you buy me a drink? And then they'll buy her a drink.
Exactly.
Say, can we go get something to eat? And then they'll take it to go get something to eat. And these motherfuckers will be just happy to be in the presence of a bitch while she's just taking advantage of them.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, at least I'm chilling with a baddie.
Right.
At least I'm chilling with a baddie. Hey, my nigga, do you?
Right. Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what's going on. She could be with a group of friends. She could have her headphones on, whatever. I'm coming over to say what I got to say to her.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how it goes down, I wanted to say something to her, so I'm coming to say something to her.
Right.
That's when they say the reward is in the deed.
Right.
The success is in the approach.
Exactly. That's a fact.
I don't. Can you play the Rosebud? Hi, how you doing? Can you play that?
How you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds, so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He literally gave you the entire game right there.
Exactly.
Hey, how you doing? Just listen to the sound of her voice. If she giving you that stink ass, what's up? What's up, nigga? What you? Have a nice peace, bitch. Have a nice day. Take it easy.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Then we continue.
Exactly. That's
literally it. The success is me engaging.
Exactly.
And then everything goes from there. If you giving me positive energy, then we gonna keep talking. You giving me negative energy, then we gonna stop talking, and that's it. No problem. 609, you are on live with Lucario Miles. Name, A-City, what's up?
What's up, man? This is Joshua from Jersey. I sent it on PayPal, Lucario.
I see it. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
What's up, bro?
What's up? I just got a quick story to confirm what y'all talking about, man, because these choosing signal niggas is something else. So, I was at work the other day, I believe 2 days ago, regular day at work, and my coworker, she had this friend that came into the store, bad as hell, as far as looks and whatnot. So she's talking to her at first, and then she comes around the corner, and so that guy in the video, Audrey, she, I guess, sent me a choosing signal because I was working. I didn't pay much attention. And I looked back and she glanced at me. And then she looked back down on her phone. So I'm like, okay, she looked good. So I approached. Long story short, within a few minutes of me approaching her, my tongue is in her mouth. Like, on me, grabbing on me. It's like she wanted to fuck right there. It's like, it went from flirting to her touching me and we kissing and shit like that. It's like, but the point is, you just never know until you approach. Like, I'm not about to sit there and wait while she giving me quote unquote choosing signals and whatnot. It's like, nah, fuck all that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now that's real talk. That's real talk. And the funny part is, what I find funny about the choosing signals guys or the looks maxi guys, if you're that ridiculously good looking, then wouldn't your odds of approaching the woman and getting her increase if that's what it's really about? So then what would be the point of waiting if you already have the knowledge and understanding that that's the reason why chicks are attracted to you, because you look that certain way? So therefore the odds of you getting the women should be higher or more than the average guy, right? So what the fuck you waiting for then? You see what I'm saying? Makes no sense.
Exactly. It's like being, and even when I was approaching her, my intentions was very clear. Like, I want to fuck the shit out of her, and that's what I told her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was flirting with her and shit like that, and she just grabbed me, and we was just kissing and shit like that. It's like, I ever since I met y'all, like I don't be waiting. It's like something in my body when I see a chick that I want to approach. It like it leads me towards that female. It's like. Crazy.
Yep.
So I don't be waiting for all this shit,
bro. I'm telling you, me when I see the ones that I want to approach, nigga, my legs just start moving, bro. I don't know what it is. It's like,
exactly.
It's like, and I don't know what to say. I ain't got no plan. Like, I just my legs just start doing like this, and I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? And by the time I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I swear. That's how it goes for me.
Yeah, that's some real shit, man. But hey, man, y'all keep spitting that game, man. I'll be telling it, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, brother. You have a good weekend. Be safe, man. Take it easy. All right.
Sure.
We got 984. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support, sir?
This is Peach Rose. I'm 28.
Oh, shit. We got a lady, Peach Rose. What's going on with you?
Yes, I donated $5, so not, I did what I could. But yes, I just want to
wait. Where did you send it?
To the Cash App, Lucario's Cash App, I think.
Which one? $, Mr. Lucario? Because I don't see it.
No, it was the other one that was in the link from the. I'm not on my on the YouTube. I can't really.
Okay, yeah. So you got to send it to the new one. It's $, Mr. Lucario. The old one is not working. But
Oh, that's okay. So that's probably what it was. But I just want to piggyback off the last caller. That same situation happened.
Sorry, it's not happening.
So Peaches, hit up the Cash App. Call right back. That's what we're gonna tell you.
I ain't gonna let you rock just because you're a female. Nope. Not happening. I'm sorry.
So Peaches, call back and hit up. It's $, Mr. Lucario. That's the one right there.
No. Did you hear what she said? She said, "Oh, that's why that happened." She got the message that said it didn't go through.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She got the message that it didn't go through.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Because.
Yeah, when you send it to the old one, it says this thing is not available.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So,
but I'll leave the phone lines open. We'll get to the questions. And if you want to call in before we done, you could call back. But yeah, I'm not. You ain't getting the rock just because you because you Peach Rose from the chat. We need that support.
So this says, I listen to your show a lot and I like some of the stuff you say. Let's be honest, if both of you two practice looks maxing and went to the gym, you actually would be getting approached a lot more. Why do y'all want me to break my button? Why do y'all want me to break my button? Do you understand what I'm saying? Nigga, what I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers is men do not get approached. Okay, guys, let me explain something to you guys who don't live in the real world. What people do, men and women, everybody goes with the path of least resistance.
Right.
Everybody. And so what happens is that if the path of least resistance is actually giving favorable outcomes, right, then you will continue to go with the path of least resistance. That means that women, they know that men are going to approach them. So, because the path of least resistance is men are going to approach them, why would they go out of their way and out of their comfort zone to approach you? So why would they risk getting rejected when they can sit in their comfort zone and get guys approaching? This is what you guys don't understand because y'all are not living in the real world. So you think women are going to be out here just approaching a whole bunch of motherfuckers. That's not how it works. And the most they would do is give you a choosing signal. If that's the case, now does this mean women don't approach men? No, there are going to be women who approach men. But what happens is that happens 0.000000000.1% of the time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this guy's talking about, well, if you guys look max a little more, then women would be approaching you a lot. Nigga, no, that's not how life works, buddy. I'm sorry.
And you know what? Fuck you. I am looks maxing. I'm the flyest nigga nigga. Fuck you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what makes you guys think we haven't maxing our looks. Nigga, I shave damn every day. I brush my teeth. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm the best looking nigga Jack. I'm the best looking nigga
But no, Miles, they want us to have more muscles and get a jawline. You feel what I'm saying?
I gotta have that clean cut R&B look, right?
Right. I gotta put on some makeup and do some shit with my nails and shit. I gotta have that type of thing going on in order to I gotta get some hair transplants, curl my hair up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do all these things.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what to say.
This is wild. All right, so this one says, when I approach a woman, should I have a conversation or keep it simple and tell her my name and tell her to take my number? Ayo Marker, you need some coaching. So basically, having a conversation, what you're talking about is talking at women. You see what I'm saying? So you going up to a girl and just be like, hey, my name is Ayo Marco, take my number down. A lot of times what happens is that that's not going to really yield you positive results in the long run.
Right.
Because let's say that girl is, sexually attracted to you because she likes the way you look physically or whatever it is like that. What's going to happen is she might take your number down because she thinks you're cute. But because you don't have enough game to follow through and make shit happen, that's going to fizzle out quickly. I told you guys the other day, for all you niggas who love the whole handsome man game shit or the looks max and shit, I told y'all, if you're getting women who are attracted to you because of your looks, y'all need to fuck these women quickly. What happens is if you take too long, she's going to find out that you're a loser. So the thing is that you have to make sure women don't find out you're a loser. And so you can coast on the looks, because if you take too long, she's going to find out you ain't got no game. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you guys, if you're worried about the whole looks thing, the way to use that is try to smash the woman that night or within that week, because you don't want her to really find out who you are. Because when she finds out who you are and she realizes that you're a cornball, she's not going to give you the pussy. You see what I'm saying? So all you niggas who coast on your looks, fuck those girls quickly, or else you're gonna lose out on the situation. I just want y'all to know.
And that goes to you guys leading with your wallet too.
Exactly right.
like if you already know the bitch really don't like you for you, you're right, Lucario. You guys try to fuck as fast as possible.
Right.
Try to really try to get it in as quick as possible, because it's gonna be the longer she's gonna keep using you for your resources. We got 267. You're on live with Lucario Mouse. Name, age, city. What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's Dave G, Philadelphia.
Dave G, what's going on, man? Where did you send this support, bro?
I sent it to Mr. Lucario. Do you see it?
I got you.
All right.
So what's going on?
Hell yeah. So yeah, man, it's crazy that you guys are talking about this whole looks thing, man. It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when it comes to the looks, it goes the same way with women. Cause like a lot of dudes, and I've been, well, let me talk about me. I've been this way too. When it comes to a woman's looks, you prioritize her looks over her actually following you. So it ain't just the whole looks thing. It ain't just for you as a man. It's for the woman too. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you talking to the woman, once you, and I believe I heard K Zag say this, talk about this. Listen, once you see that she look good, she physically attractive. All right, cool. Soon as she start talking, all that look shit go out the window, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just you. It's the woman too.
Right.
Because you're in search for substance.
Exactly. Between
yourself and within the woman.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So like that's really all I wanted to add. It's been a while since I called. I wanted to donate to the show. I wanted to add that little talking point. But yeah, like as far as looks, man, you shouldn't when you're looking at a woman and when you're judging a woman, when you're vetting a woman, that look shit is at the beginning and that shit goes out the window as soon as she opens her mouth.
Right. Exactly. That's a fact. That's real shit.
Real shit.
No, we appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the call.
You on the show, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna keep listening. Keep spitting that fucking game.
All right. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy. All right.
That's a fact. That's what we've been trying to tell y'all. This is what we're telling you guys. See, when you live in real life, you understand how shit really happens. Because, see, the thing that you guys got to understand is that the more time you spend dealing with a woman, the more time she gets to experience you, which means that you're eventually going to get exposed if you don't have game.
Exactly.
That's what you guys got to understand. So,
to add to what the caller just said, you have to understand that when you go to meet a woman, you're actually, it's really just a check to see if she's qualified for you.
Exactly.
Like that's really what it is. I remember this so vividly. I remember I was in Times Square one time, and I used to work in Times Square. I just came out my job, and there was this chick. She was standing on the sidewalk. Bad bitch. And I may have told this story before, and I said, "Oh shit, I got that vibe." So I just started walking over to her, and then she turned around, and I said, "Hey, what's up?" And then she opened up her mouth, and she sounded like Cardi B on day one of whatever fucking reality show she was on. You know, remember Cardi B before Cardi B actually got famous?
Right.
like straight from the hood, like straight from the Bronx on Grand Concourse.
Right.
She opened up her grill and was like, "Oh, hey, what you doing? What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, my bad. Excuse me. I thought you was somebody else." Walking the other way, bro. You guys, again, you got to have a certain mindset and focus on yourself. A lot of these chicks ain't even worthy of your time. When you go say hello to a woman, you're giving her the opportunity,
right,
to validate who she is. I swear to God, y'all niggas think that just because you find a woman attractive, that she is a A1 person. She's an A1 quality person just because you think she's attractive. Just because she knows how to put on makeup and an outfit, you think that makes her a quality person right off the fucking bat.
Right.
How?
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga said, you're proving yourself to her. No, bitch, you proving yourself to me.
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these chicks can't even hold a fucking conversation with a nigga like me.
Right.
Man, I remember, bro, I can't tell you how many dates I've been on where I just had to either call it a night or dismiss a chick straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I once had a date, the bitch showed up in a fucking Gap sweatshirt. Up in a Gap sweatshirts, hair in a ponytail, and regular jeans and Uggs.
Right.
I was like, okay. I said, listen, this is how you show up for a date? And then she started to rattle off all these fucking excuses of, well, you know, I work from home and I was busy today and I was just coming out to meet you because blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, nah, all that's cool. But listen, I know I promised you a drink, so I could order you a drink, but this date is not happening because this is not how I roll.
Right.
Bro, I remember on another date. Bro, I'm straight. Look, when I tell you I'm God to these hoes, when I tell you these bitches is like,
yes, daddy,
I'm a father to some of these hoes, bro. I remember I had another date. I told the chick, I said, and we was on a date and I was kind of tight because she didn't dress good.
Mm-hmm.
She put on the same type of hat that the niggas wearing in the video. You know them hats that
yeah, right.
She put on a hat because she didn't get to get her hair done or whatever the fuck it was. And I said to the girl, I said, listen to me. I said, you cool and everything? Because we had a little conversation. Everything was cool. I said, you cool and everything, but check this out. I said, do you see how clean my shirt is? Do you see my shoes? Do you see how good I look? And I smell good, don't I? She was like, yeah. She said yes to everything. And I said, then what's up with you? And she was like, what you mean? I was like, you're wearing a hat to hide your hair. You're wearing a flannel shirt that I know you wear in your house. I said, this is not how you come out to meet a man. And she was like, damn, it's like that. I said, yeah.
Mouse was like, where's that on you? It's not on you because you ain't choose it.
Nigga, bro, I want quality. I want quality when I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, bitch, I could get you any drink you want on the menu. I could literally take you anywhere you want to go in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to show up on some quality shit.
Right.
Guys, if you have the right mindset, you will understand that these chicks are auditioning for you, not the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
Some of these chicks don't know how to put two words together. Bro, you want to talk about looks maxing? Truth be told, a lot of these bitches are depending on their looks.
Exactly.
Look at the OnlyFans culture.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for OnlyFans, a great majority of these chicks could not make any money in this economy. Are we?
See, they ain't ready for that.
Stop playing with me. How the fuck are y'all niggas? You got approach anxiety for bitches that can't make money unless they got titties.
That's crazy. That's wild.
And I'm not here to bash women, but I'm saying, bro, you guys have approach anxiety for chicks that have nothing else to really offer, like nothing else.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. Y'all niggas gotta believe in yourself a little bit more, bro. Y'all niggas gotta when you're on a date and a chick is not behaving in line with your purpose, in line with your identity, you gotta know when to cut the date short. You gotta know when to tell a chick, yo, sometimes you just gotta give. I remember I had a situation. I just had to drop game on the bitch and then just end the date. I had to just take her to school for a couple minutes and be like, yo, this date is over. Y'all niggas is out here scared of these chicks, bro. I don't understand it. 941, you're on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send the support?
What's going on, guys? This is Kobe from Florida. I'm 32, and I sent $25 to Lucario Cash App.
Appreciate it. Got you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that 25. What's going on with you, man?
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to say thanks to you guys again, because every time I call, I'll have to share this story with you guys because I've been getting a lot of results from the membership, so I just want to share my story again. Mm-hmm. So, to be honest with you, like, I don't even have your book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, but I've been having sex with girls like almost like a few times a week now, to be honest with you.
My guy is getting it in. He's getting it in. That's what's up.
The same day, Lay, how to have sex with her, like the same day y'all meet. I got to tell you, that program is fire, my guy. So I appreciate you for that.
That's what's up. So guys, he's talking about this program right here. Let me show you guys real quick. I think I still have this on the joint, but on the Bad Boy membership, you know, I have a bunch of programs that teach you a lot of dope shit, because I have this program right here. Here we go. It's called Same Day Lay, How to Sleep with Her on the First Day Y'all Meet. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to get that shit. Y'all need to go to badboymembership.com and join the membership and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the other day, last Saturday, right? So I was out at the shopping mall. So I met this girl. She was looking good and all, and I approached her. I'm like, hey, listen, you know, I noticed like the way you were checking me out. You looking like you're looking for a younger guy to walk your wall or something like that. And she was like, oh my God, you know, are you always that bold?
That's what's up, though.
And I started following every single steps from that program. And so I took her to a little spot, a smoothie spot. We were talking, flirting, and then next thing you know, I'm like, hey, how about we go back to my spot? And then she was like, well, I'm here with my neighbor shopping. So I'm like, hey, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pull out your phone, text your neighbor, and say, hey, you be right back. And you text her neighbor, and then we went back to my place. We had sex for like 20 minutes, and then I dropped her off and went back and talked to other girls again. So,
oh my God, this guy's a savage now. Listen, remember, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm just saying.
Nigga, wrap it up, nigga. Don't play games out here, nigga. Wrap it up, nigga.
And the funny thing is, like 2 minutes later, she approached me. She was like, you know what's funny? We just had sex, and we didn't even have each other's number. So after that, we exchanged number, and then that was it. So that's crazy shit.
Imagine he had sex before they even exchanged phone numbers. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying, guys? Listen, man, women like to fuck. Women love sex. This is why you guys got to go to badboystyle.com and get the Women Love Sex t-shirts. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys can, you know, go to badboystyle.com, get that shit cracking. But yeah, man, but yo, caller, man, I love that you're letting these guys know that when you actually go out there and apply the game, shit is actually going to go the way that you want it to go. You feel what I'm saying? It's inevitable that things are gonna go in your direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a lot of guys always think like talking to 25 girls a day is a lot, but I work 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. I work 10 hours a day, and I work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I find a way to talk to girls. So
right.
You have no excuse, you know. So if you want something, you got to find a way to get it. That's the way life works.
That's it. I'm telling you. That's it. If you want something, you got to put in the fucking work, man. Exactly. Real talk.
So I just want to say thanks to you guys and hope you guys have a great weekend.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Again, guys, that's why you guys make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, go to masculineidentitymembership.com. This is why we have the memberships here, so that you guys can actually step up your shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Word up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You feel what I mean? So I'm telling you, the shit is fire. But let's get some more of these questions, and we're gonna wrap this shit up. You'll probably kill the phone lines at this point.
Yeah, I was trying to give Peach Rose a chance to call back, but she fronting. So
Peach Rose is gonna send you a scathing DM. She's gonna be like, she's like, how dare you? Gonna be crazy. So this says, how can I turn my passion for drawing and art into something seductive and sexual on my dating app's bio? Well, the thing is, you got to hit me up on the back end so I could, or join the Bad Boy membership, because I talk about how to word things in your bio. But I'll just say this real quick is, if you're going to, use those things to sort of like, create a profile or a bio or something that's sexual, then what it is that you can basically, use what you do and use the colorful language. And I talk about that on the Bad Boy membership as a way to write something that goes with the fact that you have a passion for drawing art and all that other stuff. So you can kill two birds with one stone. You let the woman know this is what you're passionate about, but also you can use it in sort of ways that are like sexual innuendo, metaphors, similes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you as a blank canvas and I want to, paint or put, whatever the fuck you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? That you can make it seem in that way, because then that's going to be even more creative, which is going to stand out when she sees your shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, could definitely make that shit go down. Let me see. It says, feel like it's me versus the social media group kind of thing. Keep getting cock and locked. What the fuck is that? And everyone is on edge because I'm not submitting to, I guess, the woman like the normal social group. What am I doing wrong here? I'm confused. I don't even know what that means.
What?
You're gonna have to call in the next show. I don't know what that means.
What are you talking about?
Cock and locked? I don't know what that. It says, Tomas Locar, what do I need to be obsessed with the game? Bruh, we can't really. That's something that you need to figure out on your own, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be on the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership, and so you'll have access to game at all times, and so you can be obsessed. You could always be accessing the information.
Mm-hmm.
You could check out the Game Kings 1 documentary anytime you want. You could check out the Vegas seminar anytime you want. You could check out the New York seminar anytime you want. You could check out all the other programs on the Bad Boy. There's over 120 programs on the Bad Boy membership.
Basically.
There's damn near 50 programs on the Masculine Identity membership.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? There's so much fucking content that you guys cannot finish it. And then we're adding more all the time. So come on, like this is ridiculous.
And notice all this content is shit that we're not even talking about on YouTube. So imagine if you like the shit we're talking on YouTube, imagine all the content you're missing out on the membership, all the steps and the things that you guys can actually get access to. That's going to take your mindset to a higher level. There's certain things that you guys don't know that if you knew it, you could implement the shit tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? And it'll change your whole shit. This is what we try to tell you guys. So make sure you guys get up on that shit, man. So this says, yeah, Miles, you late. One of my coworkers already got his nails painted, glitter paint too. Not even joking. Hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah. So the approaching a lot of women is too much work. What's a shortcut? Tricking. But I don't think you want to do all that. But yeah, that's the only shortcut. But even that's not a shortcut, because when you're tricking, you still never get what you get by actually approaching women. You see what I'm saying? So don't look for shortcuts. See, this is what you guys are going to understand. The shortcuts are going to not really help you, because the things that you need to learn are in the actual work you put in. You guys got to understand. The work you put in allows you to get the opportunity to strengthen yourself to be the type of guy who's going to be able to deal with the women that you get from approaching.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because dudes, they're scared of rejection. I'm like, nigga, you scared of rejection, but you want a girl? How the fuck you gonna have a girlfriend and be consistent in a relationship when you scared of rejection? You scared of a momentary situation of some sort of what you would consider some sort of friction. You scared of that? You scared of 5-10 seconds of a woman saying no, but you actually want a girlfriend on a consistent basis?
Yo, I'm telling you,
like, you guys, you can't be serious out here. Last question. It says, you say your shorts. You say on your shorts that you should be swiping for 60 minutes a day, but what happens if you run out of matches? Well, this is why I say be on multiple apps. Go to, Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid. Let me actually, I'm gonna run them down real quick. I'm running down some of the apps you guys can check out. So Tinder, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel, OkCupid, Hinge, BLK. There's another one called HUD, Happening, HAPPN. You could also check out, they also have Match.com or Match. They have a new Match joint where it's like Tinder now. So you can go to Match.com and you can download that one, and they have it set up just like Tinder now. You see what I'm saying? So they got all of these things that you guys can go on. So if you run out of matches on Bumble, go to Tinder. You run out of Tinder, go to OkCupid. You run out of OkCupid. And also, guys, be aware that some of these apps will kick you the fuck off. Just, and just understand that goes down. So that's why you got to be, understand that, as many apps as so that you can have more apps. So just in case you get kicked off of one of these apps, you have other ones that you can holler at and get at. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
You can check out Field is another one. They have another one called Chipsa. I think it's for like Latina chicks.
Yeah, Chispa.
Right. You can holler at that. They got J dates if you want to holler at the Jewish chicks, man. It's a lot of shit, guys. So you know what I'm saying?
L'chaim.
Like, get on all that shit and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we wrap this shit up?
Oh, yeah. Where the shit? Hold on. Oh my god. All right, guys, check this out, man. We got 15% off on the soap. 15% off on the soap. Go to masculineidentity.com. Order your soap. It's a Father's Day sale. Type in father in the discount code area and you get 15% off your entire order. So the more you order, the more you save. All right, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Appreciate y'all, man. And guys, make sure you get your tickets for the event in Miami.
Facts. So get your tickets when you guys, when you watch the replay of this. If you're watching a replay of this, it's going to be right below this video. Also, we'll have it in the chat. Abel's putting it up in the chat. And we'll have some more promotions and all that as time goes on. But what we're saying, guys, is get the tickets now. Do not wait at the last minute. It's going to be in Miami in October. So we'll give you guys more info on that as the time is approaching. So, just, be on the lookout for that.
And seats are limited because we renting out a movie theater. And seats are limited. I mean, it's not a fucking, it's not a baseball stadium. It's a movie theater. So seats are limited. So make sure you get your tickets, guys, because it's going to be pretty much your only opportunity to see Game Kings 2 on a big screen. And we're going to have food. We're going to have unlimited popcorn. We're going to have drink. We're going to have the Game Kings there to do a Q&A. And we're going to have networking and all that. Is going to be dope, man. It's going to be in Miami, October 26th. So make sure y'all come through, man. It's going to be fire.
Real talk. And so, guys, that's pretty much it, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will holler at y'all later, right? Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We out.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle. Struggle creates strength. And strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Ladies and gentlemen,